Okay. Which of the following process will be most adversely affected if microorganisms are removed from a forest ecosystem? Yes, nitrogen fixation. How photosynthesis will be affected by microorganisms? Remove the photosynthesis कैसे आएगा? Nitrogen fixation and decomposition will be affected. Okay. Biological equilibrium not there for you. Please ignore it. No problem. Characteristic of a community. Natality, sex ratio, mortality are all characteristics of population. So move ahead.
So, but isn't 4 for an ecosystem?
Huh?
Stratification is
Yeah,
for an
but then ecosystem is made up of different communities only, na?
and even
Ecosystem is made.
communities made of populations.
But lekin these are all characteristics of per population, na? So you can't have mortality of a community or a sex ratio of a community. There are different populations are involved. That's why. Statement. Yes, Miss Jess or Mr. Jess, who's that?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, in the previous question, if it was a statement-based question that biological community has this characteristic of stratification, that would be false then.
Stratification is a characteristic of community. ऐसा आएगा.
Yeah, so
Community cannot be a characteristic.
yeah, I mean to say that, yeah. So that will be false
Why not? Why false?
because stratification is for ecosystem.
But ecosystem is made up of communities only because it is interaction of all ecosystems. That is what is making it, na?
Okay,
Interaction of all communities. That's why.
okay.
Okay. Biotic community and non-living environment of an area functioning together form an ecosystem. Okay. The change in biotic components causes a change in abiotic components also. Yes, that is correct. Right now. But see, यहाँ पर I have seen at a lot of places in a lot of areas now they have made loose general statements because you cannot use generalized statements. For example, biomass वाला आ गया, biomass यहाँ ज़्यादा होगा, यहाँ हमेशा ज़्यादा होगा. नहीं, you can't do that because it will differ from ecosystem to ecosystem. It will depend on environmental conditions also, right? Now, so each ecosystem has its own specific value for that. Right? So we will go per se by the text of the NCRT only. अब यहाँ पे the change in biotic causes a change in abiotic. It is correct right now, but not always. Right now, this is correct, but not always. Right now, so please, these type of questions will not find mention there. Please, we have stuck to the NCRT only.
So, sir.
Yeah.
No, sir, I was asking this only that some statements are just given, they are not in NCRT, so they won't be asked.
No. We will statement based everything I'll give from the NCRT. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
सर तो जो अगर स्टेटमेंट उल्टा होता लाइक चेंज इन जैसे उसने वैसा वैसा लिखा एबायोटिक बायोटिक चेंज हुआ तो फिर क्या करेंगे?
Change in abiotic भी obviously ना abiotic factors will determine right ना. अभी soil है तुम्हारा. Soil का nature will decide vegetation will decide animals.
हाँ तो फिर हाँ उनका फीडिंग पैटर्न बदल जाए. ठीक
है क्या नहीं? तो उसमें बहुत सारे ifs and buts आ जाते हैं, right ना?
हाँ ठीक है सर.
Pyramid amount of energy wherever it is always upright, please. Yes, Diya.
No, sir, I wanted to ask that for that characteristic one question. Like ecosystem के नीचे कुछ भी होगा, मतलब population का characteristic कुछ हुआ, तो that will also be the characteristic for ecosystem also, right?
No, beta, it's not that right. No. Okay.
Oh.
Sun is the only source of energy for all ecosystems on Earth except right now. Yes, you will have both of them. Trenches also and thermal ecosystems also. Both will be correct.
So, all three are correct now.
Yeah. Sun except.
So what trenches? Trenches will always have ecosystem, hydrothermal ecosystem.
Yeah. Removal of 80% tigers resulted in increased growth of vegetation. No, it will decrease. Because tigers कम हो गए तो herbivore बढ़ जाएगा. Herbivore बढ़ जाएगा तो vegetation कम हो जाएगा. The removal of most of the carnivores resulted in an increased population of deer. That is true. So statement A is false, B is true.
So they can ask us this.
Huh? What happened, beta?
So can they ask us questions like this?
This is on basis of whatever knowledge of ecology that we have done earlier, no, beta? Isn't it? We know the predator-prey rule, no? Isn't it? So it's quite
So, but
logical
won't
question.
the increased population of deer cause competition between deers? So that would also lead to the.
But that is not mentioned here, no? That is not a part of the question. Okay. It will follow as a result. Okay. The first step when carnivores are removed will cause increased population. Then it will have more
So I
interspecific
think in the
competition. उसके
next
बाद.
photo, it's showing that A and B both are wrong.
The answer given behind was wrong. It was D.
Okay, so they have considered the after effect also. ठीक है. Okay.
So what
Can
should
take.
be the final
Nah.
answer?
both wrong. Okay, no problem. चलेगा.
So but how?
So how both wrong?
उन लोग ने यहाँ का इंटर स्पेसिफिक कंपटीशन भी कंसिडर किया ना.
But sir, how do we
But
know whether we have to consider that or not?
No. अभी I don't know, but they have considered it right now because this is not a direct statement from the NCRT. It's an
There's
inferred
no
one. That's why.
interpretation from a food chain.
Yeah.
This is
but
vague,
even,
right? Can't come.
even if there is
I beg your
competition, it
pardon?
will still not, there is competition, it won't decrease below the original levels, no? Because that was the initial capacity.
But obviously, then interspecific competition will reduce it to some extent, no?
But
Isn't
not
it?
more than the initial amount. It won't like reach extremely high values. It will be limited. But still
But
it
then you
will
have to go into specifics, na bhai? You have to
be-
go
so,
into
like, how do we know
specifics. But then increased population तो नहीं आएगा ना?
increase? Like, look, if you're comparing to the before the tigers are removed, then to yes.
नहीं. Very vague, very vague, very vague. Please, we can't dwell
So
into
this
that,
can't come.
please. No.
सर मोस्टली का इसलिए वो उन्होंने फॉल्स लिखा है.
हाँ?
मोस्ट ऑफ द कार्निवोर्स लिखा है ना, तो इसका बर्ड को निकाल दिया, बर्ड कार्निवोर, तो डियर को कुछ effect नहीं होगा. वैसा भी
नहीं, उन्होंने आई थिंक कंसिडर किया है कि वो इंटर स्पेसिफिक कंपटीशन हो सकता है और उसकी वजह से उसका पॉपुलेशन थोड़ा कम हो सकता है. ठीक है.
But sir, first option can also be correct. That B is correct and A is wrong.
Ready, go. Sir, in such questions, when do you know to take interspecific competition in account and when do we have to not take it?
नहीं, the point which was given by Diya na is right actually. राइट है, बराबर उसका ऑब्जर्वेशन बराबर है कि भाई वो पॉपुलेशन बढ़ेगा तो नहीं ना. राइट ना, पॉपुलेशन बढ़ेगा तो नहीं, थोड़ा कम ही होगा ना उसका तो पॉपुलेशन तो कंपटीशन की वजह से.
No, but it does increase. Like when you remove the carnivore, there's no. So it will increase. It will decrease after, but it will increase initially.
हाँ, but then it is resulted in an increased population. That means what is the end result? That's it.
So decrease in the population of deer will be the result when there was intraspecific competition.
हाँ.
But over
So
here, it is telling more, it's focusing on that carnivores are resulting in the increase in population.
So the question here is, what causes more decrease in population? Is it predation pressure or interspecific competition?
So not even
your
that.
no.
Isn't it just saying that like if you remove the carnivores and the
See, if you
deers
take
don't have
on the
the
face of it, A is the answer. But then if you dwell into it, 4 also seems to be the right answer. Right now.
So, so isn't the same as that Pisaster one example, that starfish Pisaster?
हाँ, तो when you
Like,
remove the disaster, it has decreased, ना? Extinct हो गया
yeah,
population.
so can't we think like that? Here also it should decrease.
But disaster was just one species.
So, but,
These are
So, but
most
there are
carnivores.
but you have no time frame or anything. So like you have no condition. which
But the
way,
thing is, like,
you
how
only
do you
remove some
know?
of the tigers, not all of them, no?
But how do you know you have to think that way, na?
So
So will this
basically,
come?
so this can't come.
This
If
can't
we
come.
connect it
This
to
won't
the
come.
previous chapters, then we can get it D. If we just took it in
No, no.
So this can't come now. So then leave it.
Sir, in organism and population, the line that mentions that if prey, except for predators, prey species could achieve very high population densities. So, sir, in that case, wouldn't it
तो यहाँ
be
पे
true?
predation है ना? यहाँ predation, you're removing
हाँ,
predation
sir.
ना?
So, B is correct now according to that line.
So also I think
But
the other one
then,
is that if you remove
but then,
disaster.
what about how do you discount or how you remove the interspecific competition in the point?
So one second,
But
I
even-
think that's talking about different species are going extinct, but here she's saying population of deer. So like, it's how many species are you considering?
population is species of one particular.
So then, but then you're not considering multiple populations. Yeah, it's just one
Exactly. So
population. One
statement is correct.
So statement's right only.
सर तो फिर अगर एंड रिजल्ट पूछा दे मीन लाइक आफ्टर इंटरस्पेसिफिक सब कुछ होने के बाद का and like if they just don't mention end result then you have to like consider that it's increased only population.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
तो वेग लग रहा है क्वेश्चन मेरे को थोड़ा सा. जी पार्थ बोलो क्या बोलना है आपको?
सर जैसा पिसास्टर का एग्जांपल दिया एनसीईआरटी में वैसे ही एक लाइव एग्जांपल हम लोग का अभी भी है. जैसे ऐसा न्यूज़पेपर में आया था फ्यू वीक्स बैक कि अंडमान निकोबार आइलैंड्स में वन ऑफ द आइलैंड्स में द डियर का पॉपुलेशन इज वेरी हाई बिकॉज वहाँ पे नेशनल प्रेडेटर नहीं है और डियर्स को इंट्रोड्यूस किया था आइलैंड में, तो इट इज वेरी हाई एंड नॉट डिक्लाइनिंग.
So you're
तो उस
removing
हिसाब से भी करेक्ट होना
80%.
चाहिए ना.
You're removing 80%, 20% तो है ना. So थोड़ा तो decrease होगा population.
Let's not go into that, right? ना देखते हैं आगे क्या क्वेश्चन है प्लीज. इसमें क्या प्रॉब्लम है अभी? करेक्ट कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ स्टेटमेंट्स रिगार्डिंग कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ प्रोडक्टिविटी. पहले में ईयर मेंशन नहीं किया है, ओके. दूसरा करेक्ट है, तीसरा करेक्ट है, चौथा भी करेक्ट है, ओके. 2, 3, 4 आर करेक्ट. ठीक है. 1 is wrong. Year is not given here. Rate of biomass production is called productivity. Okay. ठीक है.
Sir, over there only लिखा था. Only doesn't only make the statement wrong.
कौन
Only
सा?
on the fourth state. Only on the plant species लिखा है. Climate.
एनसीईआरटी में भी प्लांट्स के लिए मेंशन किया है.
नहीं
No,
but
it says also ecological factors and nutrients.
climate this is right.
हाँ, मैं वापस से वहाँ पे ओनली मेंशन नहीं किया हुआ है. उसके आगे इट ऑल्सो डिपेंड्स आता है. यस यू आर राइट. यस उदिश यू आर राइट.
Primary productivity isn't it? Obviously वो सिर्फ plants ही होगा because of primary producers.
अरे but NCERT का statement है. How can we go against it?
एनसीईआरटी
Primary productivity depends on the plant species, not only on the plant species. उसके आगे सेंटेंस है it also depends on variety of environmental factors, availability of nutrients and photosynthetic capacity of plants. Isn't it? यहाँ पे only लिखा है लोग ने यहाँ पे. That's why it is a wrong statement. Yes, you are correct, Udish.
So answer should be 2.
2 and 3, yeah, 2 and 3. Yes. Thanks. Thank you so much. Incorrect statement for decomposers. Okay. This should not be intra, this should be extracellular, no? This should be extracellular, so that's why this is the incorrect statement.
So, but okay, but 2 is the more incorrect. Wait. No, it is. Wait a second.
So even the first statement is not right.
They
Yeah.
release different enzymes from their bodies into the dead and decaying plants,
It
and
should
animal
be in the
remains.
soil.
How
No,
is
no.
one wrong? First is
No,
correct.
no, that's correct. hai.
Bacterial and fungal enzymes degrade
हाँ,
dead and decaying plants into simpler
हाँ,
inorganic.
तो
First is correct.
first is correct. The action is in the soil, right? Now, the process is taking place in the soil. The release of enzymes will obviously be on the organism.
So here we only consider saprotrophs, not saprophytes.
Yeah. ऊपर mention भी क्या saprotrophs, ना? Okay. So I think 4 is incorrect. I think 4 is incorrect. Not for us. I think this answer has been given wrong. It is primary production, not productivity, as pointed out. So it will be B and D. It's just given B and D, I think so. वो गलत है. Right? It should be. क्या A नहीं क्या है A and C ना?
Yes,
A and
sir.
C. Okay. Common feature of DFC and GFC. Size of organism commonly increases at higher trophic level. Okay. Common feature. Major conduit of energy for an aquatic. Source of energy is sun. Who was that? I don't know. Always begins with producers. No. Source of energy is sun. No. Right now, the source for DFC is not sun. The source for DFC is the decomposed material. Major conduit for energy in the aquatic ecosystem is DFC, not GFC. So I think second one.
So how is the
GFC.
second one?
Right now. What happened, Rhea?
So the second one not necessarily correct, no?
मैंने eliminate किया ये तो नहीं है. The third is also not there. The fourth is also not there. Just eliminated it. Okay.
So why not 3?
Because the source of energy for GFC is sun. For DFC, it is a dead decom. That is the source, no, beta?
Oh, okay.
So as a statement, the second one is not right.
Yeah. No, but most of the times it can be correct. Yeah. Size of the organism will increase.
So there will be exceptions for this. No? Okay, so it's not like only. Okay, fine.
See, that's why I mentioned at the start. Yeah, in this chapter, another problem is very difficult to make generalized statements because you'll always have examples. Will go against that. The ecosystem is so varied in its nature.
Yeah.
Understanding, Ray?
Yes.
So if we go into the nitty-gritty of every statement, we will always land up with an exception. The assemblage of all population is a community. All populations come together to form a community, please. In a comparative study of grassland ecosystem and pond ecosystem, it may be observed that abiotic components are almost similar. Biotic components are almost similar. Both biotic and abiotic components are different. Primary and secondary consumers are similar. No, नहीं हो सकता. I don't observe that. Biotic and abiotic components are different. If you look at it from only the ecosystem point of view, right now, let's say biotic components, you will always have producers, consumers, primary, secondary, and tertiary. So, but per se इतना difference कैसे होगा? नहीं होगा. Yes, क्या आ सकता है इसका आंसर?
1 and 2 both.
So, but
Why?
three will be totally
Three
different.
makes sense, now. Like
Yeah,
It's not naming the components.
One at a time. One at a time.
Abiotic components are like sun and soil and water. Biotic is like plants, animals, and microbes. That's completely different.
But abiotic is not only that. Now there are other abiotic components that will affect it. Na? So
Not
three is not.
So by saying that it's biotic components or abiotic components, they're just telling like, yeah, it has consumer in it, it has a producer in it. They're not naming whether it's which consumer or which producer. Of course, that is going to be different. The comments remain the same because that's the only thing. These are the components of an ecosystem.
But the components are like the organisms. It's not like the trophic levels.
These are the characteristic kind of like the components. They're not naming any of the components.
No.
But there is
I
a
think three is more appropriate. I think so. 3 is more appropriate. Neville, you have to ask something.
No,
Yes,
at every
Ahan?
step, every step in the chapter, they have always like made a distinction that in aquatic is these and terrestrial there are these.
Yeah. So you will have a difference. Yes. You also saying 3 should be the answer, right, Ahan? Okay. Dia, you still have something to say?
No, so I was saying that there's a line in NCRT where they say that biotic and abiotic interactions of biotic and abiotic component results into physical structure, which is a characteristic for an ecosystem, right? Yeah. So since the
But now you're comparing two
physical structure is
typical
different, so
grassland and pond. You're not comparing in general. Understand?
yes.
So for a grassland ecosystem and a pond ecosystem, obviously the biotic and abiotic will be different, no, beta?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Animals will be intermediate. T2 to T5 will be animals. T1 cannot be animal.
So why not T6? The highest level.
I didn't get why.
No, even the highest level won't be animals only. The top consumer.
Animals form T6, you saying?
Yeah, why not?
What about the other levels? Aren't they animals?
Oh yeah, right. But even top level is an animal, right?
So even T2 will be an animal, na?
Yeah, T2.
So herbivore.
Hmm.
T3 would be an animal. T4 would be an animal.
Sir, is T6 really possible?
भाई because of the 10% transfer ये possible बहुत कम cases में हो सकता है, otherwise नहीं हो सकता. T5 तो T4 तो बहुत हो गया.
Okay.
A food chain starts with, in general, it's a producer, yes. DFC starts with a detrivore. You don't have the comparison of ecosystems. ये तुम्हारा key industry आ गया यहाँ पे तुम्हारा. It's not there for you all. You just made a mention of that. Detritus food chain has all the following characteristics except it does not have producers. Right now, second वाला लिखा है ना, producers. Producer का है. Right? That's why it's the answer. In any food chain, वो same repeat है. Biotic community. Okay. Lion eating on a deer and sparrow feeding on a grain are ecologically similar in being consumers. Okay, one's a primary, one is a secondary consumer. Okay. Predator starfish helps in maintaining species diversity of some invertebrates.
So where is the second statement? Like what does it mean? Like, can you explain?
क्या हो गया? कौन सा statement?
Second, Pisaster.
पुराने chapter में ना वो तो.
No, what does it mean? Like the second statement?
Helps in maintaining species diversity of same invertebrates. नहीं ना? इंटर-स्पेसिफिक कंपटीशन ना, तो अच्छा ये गलत लिया हुआ है।
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay, okay, got it.
वहां पे 10 स्पीशीज था ना वहां पे तो।
हाँ,
Predator ultimately leads to extinction of prey. नहीं. Production of chemicals as nicotine stressed by plants and metabolic disorders. I don't know what the statement means. I'm sorry. Right?
So, but won't
And
second be
the
correct? Because species
So the
diversity
question doesn't.
question is
species
not. What is the question asking? Select
select two.
two ones out of them. मतलब क्या है? Why should I select?
Correct,
I
select कर.
correct, no?
So is
So
the first
next.
statement right or wrong?
Second should be
Which
correct
one?
because species diversity means different invertebrates only.
But यहाँ पे लिखा है species diversity of same invertebrates. Same.
And like, what do we consider?
Nevin, you have something to say?
So I think the second statement is correct because same invertebrates could mean like the invertebrates are remaining the same. Like the 10 species of invertebrates that are there, they are remaining there. Like they're not changing, not going extinct. They're not going extinct. That's why they remain the same. Or
Does
it's
the
a
fourth
type.
does the fourth statement make any sense? I don't know.
No, the fourth statement is not making sense.
Okay.
So I think they mean some invertebrates because the second statement also makes very little sense.
I think not printed properly. I think so. Species diversity of some invertebrates होना चाहिए था. Yes, Priyal.
But is the first statement right or wrong?
The first statement is right, no?
Shouldn't it be predators and not consumers first?
No. A lion eating a deer is a secondary consumer. A sparrow eating a grain is a primary consumer. So ecologically, they are similar in being consumers, no?
Okay, I thought because primary, secondary, so that would make a difference.
No.
Okay.
They just are used consumers, no?
Okay.
Yes. अगर सम है तो फर्स्ट सेकंड राइट है फिर ये सम होना चाहिए था फिर सेम नहीं होना चाहिए था सम होना चाहिए था आई थिंक इट्स अ टाइपो आई थिंक सो because third and fourth are not making sense, so that's why they have marked first and second as the answer. Okay, this is done. This is not there for you. It is from Succession. Don't worry. I think this is also done. Only वाला आया था. Primary productivity depends only. ये हो गया है. Cost of ecosystem services, that part is also not there. It is of the previous syllabus. Both components mean the same. Primary consumers and herbivores mean the same. Third option क्या है? Primary carnivores and species at first, second level. First and second level. No. First level herbivore है, तो फिर you can't have. So second should be right. ये हो गया है, तो इतना ही we have to come to a conclusion on this. Example of man-made ecosystem is crop field. Pyramid of energy, upright. Artificial ecosystems characteristic is not there for us. Crop field ecosystem in detail is not there, but definitely all the above makes more sense. Crop field is nothing but agriculture, so agro ecosystem terrestrial bhi hai. So that's why. Productivity comparison also not there. What is available with primary producers to convert it into biomass? I think we discussed this NPP, right? Na? Isko? The biomass is actually made up of NPP. The rest is spent as R. Which of the following includes
लास्ट क्वेश्चन वो ट्रोपिक का आंसर्स क्या था मेरे को बता इसका आंसर क्या था
मेरे हिसाब से T2 to T5 होना चाहिए सारे एनिमल्स ही है ना उसमें तो
ओके थैंक यू
आई थिंक आपके समरी का लास्ट लाइन है प्यूरिफिकेशन ऑफ एयर एंड वाटर बाय फॉरेस्ट आई थिंक सो आर जस्ट चेक प्लीज समरी का लास्ट लाइन
Yes, sir.
या तो आई थिंक विल स्टिक टू दैट ऑप्शन ओनली नॉट एनीथिंग एल्स प्लीज circulation or cycling of elements in an ecosystem is known as sorry. Nutrient cycling. एक minute.
So but both are correct, no?
Both are correct. Terminologically, both are correct actually.
That's not mentioned in NCERT. That's
Do they mean the same
yeah,
thing?
both same thing.
But what should we
Right
take
now,
according to
but
NCERT?
because for the nutrient to get recycled, right now it is an interaction, and animals as well as the earth both are involved in that. Right now, it is from animals to earth back to the food chain. That's why biogeochemical cycle is also right word for that. But that term is not being used here. Okay.
So we don't need to know that, no?
No.
So in the previous question, what is the available biomass of primary producers? But that's asking what they have. Na? They have GPP. Na? They have GPP, but like what gets passed on to the next trophic level is NPP.
I didn't get it. Come again.
Doesn't what is available with primary
Which
producer?
energy is getting converted into biomass? GPP or NPP?
So but GPP is like what the plants get now, and then they use some of the GPP, right? So then isn't it GPP?
No. The biomass per se is made up of the NPP. Whatever is
Biomass
spent is spent.
So biomass is always NPP.
Yeah.
Okay.
Biotic community, this is done. This is done. This is a part of the second law of thermodynamics. Please read and go ahead, please. Anyway, which is not mentioned in the NCERT also.
So wanted we like Lindum as like the 10% law with a better answer.
Gradually. It is asking about the flow, not the amount. Ahan.
Okay.
10% would be the amount. That is Lindemann's law. Okay, Ahan?
So like they can ask us like that.
Yes, right now, यहाँ पे the flow actually reduces, right? Right, as you go higher in the trophic level, like I told about that energy efficiency, Ahan starting में बताया ना?
Yes, sir.
That is why the flow becomes a little more difficult. आगे. Yes, Sidra, बोलो.
So can you go to 2 or 3 questions back? Yes, sir.
यहाँ पे
No, sir. The next one. So what's the answer here?
यहाँ पे A and C बेटा, ये पहले आ चुका है क्वेश्चन बेटा.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
ठीक है. Okay. Rhea, you still have some question. Okay. Riddhi.
So that law of thermodynamics, the previous question, shouldn't be the first law of thermodynamics.
First law is all about conservation, maintaining the same amount of energy. That is first law.
Because the NCERT line is like, it's questioning us back that whether it is within the first law of thermodynamics, and it talks about the flow of energy, and then it is questioning that is this in keeping with the first law of thermodynamics?
First or second?
First. It says that so you find unidirectional flow of energy from sun to producers and then to consumers. Is this in keeping with the first law of thermodynamics? And then there is another line, just that ecosystems are not exempt from the second law of thermodynamics. They need a constant supply of energy to synthesize the molecules they require to counteract the universal tendency towards increasing disorderliness.
So but energy loss is explained only by the second law. Energy conservation is by first law, no?
Yeah. Second law is more apt, better.
They have said first law because there is no extra gain of energy. That's why it's considered consistent with the first law.
Okay.
Sir, but the second
G-Par.
law states that why a continuous amount of energy has to be supplied. इसमें बता रहे कि there is a
नहीं, उसमें
decrease
एडिशनल
in
है,
the flow of
सेकेंड
energy.
लॉ में और भी एडिशंस है, पर जो हम लोग को ये नहीं आया, ये सब एक्स्ट्रा वाला पार्ट है सेकेंड का.
So this question won't be asked
Okay.
to us.
No, I cannot ask this question. Don't worry. This is all done. This is done. In the food chain, the number of members in successive higher trophic levels always decreases in number. It's true, right? The pyramid of numbers, if you see, the
So
number
not
always goes on.
in
So
tree
not always.
ecosystem.
Yes,
In
please.
tree ecosystem it doesn't, no?
In which ecosystem?
Tree ecosystem.
In a tree ecosystem.
And he said all.
Like it can, but not always.
Yeah, okay, always. In a grassland ecosystem, the maximum number are found in the lower, but in forest and parasitic chain, it is reverse.
Even parasitic chain. Second statement is only like contradicting the first one.
Yeah.
So it's like the first one is wrong. No?
Okay. In the grassland, can I read it again, please? In a grassland ecosystem, the maximum number of organisms are found in the lower trophic level. But in the forest ecosystem and parasitic food chain, it is at the reverse. Oh, you get parasitic food chain, the pyramid of number is inverted. Han.
Yes, and even in forest ecosystem.
Yeah, so the number will be.
So statement 2 is correct. Statement 1 is
Okay.
incorrect.
Statement 1 is incorrect. Statement 2 is correct. Okay. Shubham.
सर स्टेटमेंट 2 करेक्ट है क्या, क्योंकि वो स्पिंडल शेप्ड होगा, राइट? तो प्योरली इन्वर्टेड नहीं होगा।
बट यहाँ पे फिर भी ऑलवेज नहीं पूछा है ना, यहाँ पे तो मेरे भाई ग्रासलैंड इकोसिस्टम है, वो फॉरेस्ट इकोसिस्टम था, ये ग्रासलैंड की बात चल रही है।
नहीं तो भी फॉरेस्ट इकोसिस्टम इज इट्स रिवर्स, इसका मतलब बोल रहे हैं कि टॉप कार्निवोर वुड बी मोर इन नंबर, हाईएस्ट इन नंबर मैक्सिमम, व्हिच वुड बी रॉन्ग, राइट? क्योंकि मिडिल लेयर वुड बी मोर इन नंबर इफ इट इज फॉरेस्ट और पैरासिटिक, क्योंकि आपने नोट्स में भी डायग्राम भी दिया है।
Ahan, how do you answer that?
Well, yeah, but just not exactly or completely in reverse. That's why. No, because the NCRT diagram only shows the NCRT. There is no diagram. No.
No.
So, but then आपने कुछ तो रीजन के लिए डायग्राम बनवाया ना?
Because Babu was like insects are more than trees, and that's true. But you don't know. But birds will still be lesser than trees. It would be completely inverted.
Yeah, but then what Shubham is saying also makes sense.
Yeah, so that's why he's saying it's wrong.
Both are incorrect, you can say.
Yeah.
Even parasitic, तो only the last level will be last.
पैरासिटिक तो पूरा इन्वर्टेड रहेगा। पैरासिटिक जो है pyramid numbers पूरा इन्वर्टेड रहेगा।
So then,
yes, Nevin, you want to add something?
No, so I just want to mention that both of them are false. I want to.
Yeah. Okay. Ferritema and its close relative. Ferritema is earthworm. Ferritema is earthworm, please. Obtain nourishment from decaying fallen leaves. Detritus. Shresht, you have a question?
सर डीएफसी में अर्थवर्म प्रोड्यूसर है कि कंज्यूमर है?
अर्थवर्म कैसे है? डीएफसी में आपको प्रोड्यूसर कहाँ मिलेगा बेटा?
नहीं है ना?
श्रेष्ठ नहीं है।
Okay.
Animals that live in deep ocean waters are detrivores. Bacteria, fungus, or on their ilk, ये सब detrivores ही है. Because detritus is their main thing down. Detritus, because light is not there, so it's going to be DFC only.
So can I go to the previous question?
This one?
The one before that. Like, what's the difference between 1 and 4?
Huh? Fresh, decaying.
Oh, and so which is better? Because a detrivo will work on.
Detritus is dead, decaying stuff, no?
Oh, sure. Okay.
ये आपने 39 के लिए क्या बोला प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन? हाँ, this one.
Detrivores.
Okay.
If carbon atoms fixed by producers already have passed through three species, the trophic level of the last species would be, right? It would be a tertiary consumer. No?
But how?
So
Like,
after the third species, it should be.
couldn't it be the scavenger?
Why?
Because the carbon is fixed by the plant. So
हाँ,
after that,
उसके ऊपर
three
तीन
species.
species.
हाँ,
So
the
T1,
secondary.
हाँ, तो it will be primary consumer, secondary consumer, tertiary consumer.
So after tertiary consumer
After,
scavenger.
हाँ.
So
It is
won't the
already passed.
हाँ, तो it's already have passed through three consumers.
मतलब थर्ड
Three
कंज्यूमर से भी
species तक
पास
हो
हो
गया.
They
उसके
are
बाद.
the third species ना, they haven't told कि after 3 there is
नहीं,
more.
उन्होंने मेंशन किया पास्ट
Already have ना.
3 species.
No, I think so. It will be tertiary consumer only. I don't think you should read much into that. हाँ, नहीं, producer is not considered here, bro. Past लिखा है ना?
It does
I
go
think it will
through
be.
the producer to the higher levels.
Yeah, but then उसके बाद three species है ना? That's why.
So then goes like the producer, primary consumer, secondary consumer, and then the last species would be the tertiary consumer.
So the answer will be tertiary consumer, huh?
Yeah.
Jia?
So what is tertiary producer?
Tertiary producer? मुझे नहीं मालूम है. I don't know.
Sir, in this question, they mean last species of the three species they
Yeah,
have given or
yeah.
after the three?
No, I think the last of it. That's one.
Okay.
Secondary producers are herbivores. It's straightforward. क्या question है इसमें?
So can you go to the previous question?
Yes, please.
So it's a secondary producers, not consumer. But secondary producer मतलब?
आपने secondary productivity किया बेटा?
हाँ.
क्या definition है secondary productivity की?
The energy created by the consumers.
हाँ तो so if they are creating they become producers. No?
Okay.
Okay, यहाँ पर level PC is insect and level SC secondary consumer insectivorous birds. कम है. I think A is right ना? बाकी कुछ
So
जम नहीं रहा शायद.
Why can't
what
it
was
be D?
What is D? Let me read it. Rats and cats. Rats and cats. Is rat a primary consumer? It's asking you. Is a rat a herbivore? I'm just asking. I don't know. Is a rat a herbivore? Anybody, please.
I think so, yeah.
But it's not completely a
So
herbivore.
shouldn't rat be like a detritivore because they eat or a scavenger?
But a rat does consume both types of stuff, right?
Omnivore होना चाहिए.
नहीं.
हाँ. तो rat वहाँ पे नहीं आएगा.
Could be.
Yeah.
so what is the answer for the previous question? Before
Yeah.
this.
For A is the answer.
Before this. Yeah, this one.
Herbivores. Maximum primary productivity of pond is achieved by it's achieved by phytoplanktons. Not there for us, don't worry. G Parth.
सर गूगल पे सर्च किया, उसने बोला कि डायटम्स आर फाइटोप्लैंक्टन.
The major
Is
producers,
it
no?
correct? They are producers, but are they phytoplanktons?
Yeah, no, it's given in the first chapter.
Yeah, we have done it. Second chapter.
Whatever.
Floating, free floating.
Question 4.
Which one from your question?
Oh.
Fourth, number of trophic levels in the grazing food chain is restricted. Okay. The energy transfer in any food chain follows 10% law.
Over here, the NCRT statement is the number of trophic levels in a grazing food chain is restricted as the transfer of energy follows 10% law. यहाँ पे as दिया, that's why it should explain, ना?
But my objection to this is the word any. Is the law of 10% applicable for detritus food chain also?
Why do you need any then? Okay.
Hi, sir. My name is Caramel now.
Okay. Karen, okay. Karen, okay. So that is B only. But if any was gone, then was gone, then it would be 1.
Please, somebody has got their mic on. Please, can you switch off the mic?
Thank you. Okay. So if any was gone, it would have been 1.
Yeah, it would have been 1. Yes, definitely.
Okay. Thank you.
Sir, but apparently it is C, right?
Yeah. क्योंकि यहाँ पर any दिया हुआ है ना, that is my actually concern. यहाँ पे any नहीं आना चाहिए था.
So, sir, since any is there, the reason will be false, right?
Yeah.
No, but the answer given behind is B.
We have given A one.
What?
Yeah.
They've given A? Which book?
I think so.
A दिया है.
Oh, then I'm stupid then. Leave it then.
Tell us something new. Chalo.
Exactly. No. Then your any wala funda will go then.
क्यों?
If answer behind given is A.
So I might disagree with the answer behind ना. So क्या है उसमें?
Sir, what is the final answer?
नहीं, मेरे हिसाब से ये any जो है ना disturbing है. Any food chain follows 10% law. We will just have to confirm. एक minute, just a minute.
No, any is not given in the text.
Sir, I have a doubt. Like, is it related?
Yes, Nagar Patil sir, बोलो sir.
Sir,
Yes,
Just a minute.
The text has only grazing food chain. It doesn't mention anything else.
Yeah, I know.
So like DFC also doesn't follow the 10%.
एक minute. Give me a minute, please. When they are discussing the number of trophic levels, they have mentioned only 10% of the energy is available in very general terms. Right now, यहाँ पे यहाँ exception नहीं दिया वो लोग ने. So
answer A only.
Yeah. Then I will take answer A actually. Then we'll take answer A. Yes. ठीक है ना?
So they've explicitly stated grazing food chain. No?
अरे यार answer A, please Ahan. Please.
So like I wanted to ask you, then DFC also follows the 10%.
हाँ नहीं I think we'll have to just confirmation लगेगा DFC में 10% लॉ फॉलो होता है कि नहीं, राइट ना, क्योंकि यहाँ पर कहीं भी, मैं रेफरेंस बुक मेरे सामने है, बट यहाँ पर कहीं भी उन्होंने ऐसा मेंशन नहीं किया DFC के लिए कि इट डज नॉट फॉलो द 10% रूल. Otherwise, this is a very important and a very distinguishing point which should have found mention.
Because in the
Right now?
NCRT, they even
It's not.
question us back that do you think there's any limitation to DFC?
हाँ, okay.
तो आप बाद में बता दोगे ना?
Yes.
In DFC, यहाँ पे it's on Google पे बोल रहे हैं कि it's not applicable.
ठीक है मेरे को, but I follow only reference books here. I don't follow Google. Don't worry.
Then according to
So what's the conclusion?
any is
नहीं. According to what is given in the NCRT, I think we'll take A as the answer, please. Okay. Chalo.
So any is fine for this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
This is not there. This is a part of nutrient cycle. The following belongs to more than one trophic level. Lion, grasshopper, cow, insectivorous plants. Insectivorous plants. Right ना? 2-3 एग्जाम्पल किए थे शायद मेरे ख्याल से. वीनस फ्लाई ट्रैप, कस्क्यूडा नहीं, एक वीनस फ्लाई ट्रैप था और दूसरा था ब्लैडर वॉट, आई थिंक सो. 2 examples we have done. So they can do photosynthesis also and they will consume also. So that will be जी सिंह सर. बोलिए हरिहरन सिंह जी.
तो इसमें हम लायन को कंसिडर कर सकते हैं क्या?
लायन को कैसे कंसिडर करेंगे, वो तो कार्निवोर ही है ना बेटा.
वेटरनरी पे सर आता है ना लायन तो.
हाँ तो वो उसी लेवल पे रहेगा ना बेटा. ठीक है. ओके.
So.
Okay.
So
In parasitic food chain, the size of the organism finally reduces at the higher trophic level. Parasitic food chain is again not there for us. Yes, Yati, बोलो क्या हो गया, क्या प्रॉब्लम है?
एक बार can you go to the previous question?
जी.
Okay, fine.
Parasitic food chain is not there for us, please. In an aquatic system, DFC is the major conduit of energy. That is wrong. Obviously, it's a GFC. Right? Parasitic is not there for us. Please, you can leave it. Pyramid of biomass of aquatic ecosystem is always inverted. Biomass of producers in sea exceeds the biomass of consumers. ये भी false है, ये भी false है. Okay. Always नहीं है. Generally, not always. Detritus यहाँ पे detritus chain has all the following except, यहाँ ये mark किया the producers. We have done that. What will be the food chain? Will be represented by spindle-shaped pyramid of numbers. Tree, herbivorous birds and hawk. So tree एक हो गया, herbivorous birds बहुत ज़्यादा हो गए, hawk जो है वो फिर reduce हो जाएगा. So that will make it a spindle-shaped structure.
So what was the answer of the previous question? The one before this.
This one?
Yeah.
Both are false, beta.
Okay, thank you.
Again, comparative ecosystems are not there for us, please. Here again the same. It's done. Okay. A is phytoplankton, B is a pyramid of biomass. A is phytoplankton, B is zooplankton. Okay. Identify A and B. So A should be the answer. Okay.
So can you go 2-3 questions back? So one more. So the one in which there was the food chain cycle, and they asked for the second option first the answer.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So in that, so this one, no, not this one, sorry, not this one, not this one.
If
So
you
in
get it,
that
you can
can
post it to me. Don't worry.
fine, sir. Fine.
एक मिनट, ये हो गया. Imaginary pyramid of number. ये तो हो गया. Sorry, it's done.
So we did this.
Yeah. Okay. Again, comparative not there for us. But I'm so sorry.
So the previous question before 41.
This one.
इसके पहले वाला. Yeah, so sir, in this can last option also be the answer because sir, insects feeding the plant.
The
Achha,
grass
it's
plus for
grass.
frogs.
Okay, sir. Fine, sir. Fine. Got it. Sir. Thank you. Sir.
Okay. See again now. I was pointing out to this particular energy conversion efficiency. Herbivores having more. But again, this concept, this index is not there for you, please, right? So this is out of syllabus, please. Mineral movement will be blocked here. That's right.
So why not energy?
Huh?
Even energy flow will be blocked.
Now decomposers are being right now. So
but like in the beginning, they've given that energy flow and so what
yes, please. Rhea, you mentioning something?
Yeah, so sorry. So they said that like transfer of energy is like through nutrient cycling and food chain, right? So then isn't it like broadly energy flow only?
Energy flow as it is unidirectional, beta.
So isn't that getting blocked because like it's the plant?
No, why? Flow मतलब कहाँ जाएगा? Right, ना?
Oh, okay. So half a mineral.
It's unidirectional, na? Energy flow तो. Ultimately, somewhere or the other, it will get stopped, na?
Okay,
But mineral movements have to be recycled, na, beta? Limiting nutrient of marine ecosystem is nitrogen. Please, again, not there for us, please. Abiotic factors promoting process of decomposition. Increasing temperature is warmth and moisture. So A and B is given as an answer, please.
Why not D?
Why not D? सबसे पहले ए बी एंड डी ऑप्शन है नहीं यहाँ पे अपने पास. पहला रीजन वो है. शुभम, हाँ बराबर ना. खत्म हो गया आगे बढ़ने का. ओके. दूसरा रीजन है लेकिन उस पर हम लोग अभी डिस्कस नहीं करेंगे, खुद लंबा हो जाएगा. वाटर लॉगिंग के और बहुत सारे इफेक्ट्स है, ठीक है ना.
So waterlogging will cause anaerobiosis, so that's why.
Yeah. Okay. Select true or false. Select the correct option. House sparrow can be primary as well as secondary. True. Stability. Okay. NPP is available biomass for consumption of carnivores. No, for consumption of herbivores. Okay. So that's why true, false. ठीक है. What is the doubt in this? Anybody who's posted this?
सर कार्बन इस मतलब दूसरे को तो एनपीपी होगा ना.
Exactly.
मतलब
हाँ मतलब क्या?
कौन से लेवल पे बोल रहे हो आप, उसके ऊपर डिपेंड करता है, राइट? क्योंकि हायर लेवल वाले इसको भी हो सकता है।
हाँ, लेकिन हायर लेवल पे प्रोडक्शन एनर्जी का तो कन्वर्जन नहीं होगा ना, सेम एनर्जी ट्रांसफर होगा ना, कोई नया चीज तो बनेगा नहीं।
सर बट आपका वो नेट एनपीपी जो है, तो एनपीपी वही होता है ना कि जो अलग अलग ट्रॉफिक लेवल्स में ट्रांसफर होता है। तो एनपीपी इज लाइक द अवेलेबल बायोमास फॉर कंजम्पशन ऑफ नेक्स्ट ट्रॉफिक लेवल। तो
The
कार्निवोरस
GPP NPV concept has been explained only for the first level.
ओके ओके ठीक है।
ठीक है ना, उसके बाद उन्होंने सेकेंडरी प्रोडक्टिविटी दी है, दे हैव नॉट गॉन टू टर्शियरी प्रोडक्टिविटी समथिंग।
ओ हाँ करेक्ट, ठीक है।
डेट्रीवोर्स है ये। पिरामिड ऑफ बायोमास ऑफ एक्वेटिक, अच्छा ये ऑलवेज वाला है, प्लीज सर।
So what will be
50
the answer for the previous question, final answer for this one?
this one, pyramid of biomass of aquatic ecosystem is always inverted ना बेटा, it is not always, generally inverted ना बेटा, always mention नहीं किया है ना यहाँ पर,
So both
तो
will be
false है।
false.
हाँ, assertion false है ना बेटा।
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
50 joules of energy trapped at a producer level, then how much energy will be available to the peacock as food in the following chain? 50 joules. So 50, 5, 0.5, 0.05.
So in this, when
हाँ,
they say that
हाँ,
available to the peacock, that means shouldn't you count the snake ka energy or no? Should you think like that?
no.
So available to the peacock, matlab what will be the
Yeah. Akshay, is this your doubt?
no.
Okay. Om.
I wanted to ask that in the previous question about the peacock, if they gave the energy of the peacock and asked that of the air, will we, and they ask how much energy is at the, sorry, my bad, the plant stage, how much energy is there for the plant? Will we give how much the sunlight is giving it,
No,
or
only plant,
the 10?
only plant. 10%. Yeah, only plant.
So plant के लिए तो 1% ना?
उल्टा पूछ रही है वो, उल्टा. Is 1% of the sun,
Yes.
but 10% and onwards ना फिर.
Yeah.
What is this question? Can somebody read this? I cannot make head or tail of this question. क्या
In the
दिया
food
हुआ है?
web given below, an increase in
हाँ,
the population of snakes will result in. You want me to
increase
read
in
the
the,
options?
एक minute, increase in the population of snakes. Okay. Decrease in the population of the mouse. That is but obvious. Increase in the population of rabbits and lizards. कोई connection नहीं है. Decrease in population of hawks and increase in the population of mouse. अगर snake बढ़ गए तो how can you have decrease in the population of hawks and decrease the population of hawks? No. I think first option is the correct option here, please.
Sir,
Ji Navin.
yeah, no, I just have one question. Ki, if like if there's decrease in the population of snakes, then will there be any
Decrease.
decrease in the
Yeah.
population of snakes? Then will it affect the hawk in any way because it's dependent on rabbit? Like it's getting rabbit also, it's getting a little that also. Then like it's eating everybody.
Yeah.
So then it won't affect the hawk.
No.
Okay, thank
you. Nevin, your hand is raised.
So, if the snake population increases, then hawk will increase. Then wouldn't that also decrease the rabbit and lizard? Can we say it will decrease the rabbit and lizard population?
Say option B, Nevin.
No, so I'm saying like if they asked if no if rabidin there's a so rabidin is a decrease in this case. Can we make that connection?
Okay, far-fetched one, but okay.
I didn't get it.
Riddhi, oh sorry, Miss Riddhi Jais.
Sir, if the B option, if we see it as ki the options for feeding of hawk is also increasing because snake is increasing, so they'll prefer more snakes. So maybe rabbit and lizard population can increase.
ये थोड़ा ज्यादा हो जाएगा।
Yeah,
मतलब मेरे
okay,
पास चॉइस
indirectly,
अवेलेबल है
okay.
तो मैं क्या खाऊं, बादाम खाऊं या पिस्ता खाऊं, ऐसा
Okay.
राइट ना। जी सोहम, आपका कुछ क्वेरी है?
तो जो नेविन ने पूछा मुझे नहीं समझा।
ठीक है, अच्छा है, कोई बात नहीं। क्या
अरे
हो गया
सर
ये?
So
हाँ
we
हाँ
look at
ठीक है,
like a
अच्छी बात।
direct. So we look at like the direct just one profit level का difference
या
क्या
या
है?
या या
Unless we have.
Which of the following is the largest population in a food chain? Yeah, decomposers largest. Okay. Any conflicts here? Home?
Not a conflict. Can I still ask?
Yeah, please.
So they give you a food chain that is a DFC. We'll have the decomposer, then the plant. So the decomposer will not be the producer, nor will it be at the first trophic level, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So but decomposers and microorganisms, they will always be in large number, no?
Not necessarily.
Look,
Not necessarily.
at least more than the consumers.
They can still be less.
So
I
primarily
told you.
consumer.
I told you. I told you the start only. Right now, ये issue में ये problem क्या है? You cannot generalize anything. Right now, you cannot generalize anything. Okay. Unless and until we find something out of the NCERT text ना, ये सब NCERT text में है ही नहीं। ये सब क्वेश्चन मैंने डाल दिया तो तुम लोग तो मेरे सर पे चढ़ जाएंगे, बोले क्या है सर ये NCERT में किधर, बताओ सर। Right. So my attempt always is I should have a proper Sunday afternoon sleep. You know now.
So,
Yes, Riya, बोलो बेटा।
so if there was producers in this, like like producers, then we go with that. Like based on that, like based on the pyramids.
Based on pyramids, yes. Yes,
Okay.
you can. No problem.
तो यहाँ
So
पे
what's
हम
the
लोग
answer?
आंसर नहीं डिसाइड कर पाएंगे।
नहीं नहीं नहीं, ठीक है। Biomass of species is expressed in terms of either fresh or dry weight. Dry weight is preferred to avoid variations in weight due to seasonal moisture differences in biomass. Yeah, moisture differences always be seasonal. Okay.
So but like they can be like they can be diurnal also, no?
Or diurnal
In
humidity
case of
will vary from season to season.
in case of tropical plants, we have turgidity in the flaccidity in the morning and turgidity in the evening. So even that is that. So like even isn't that a point?
But most of them you will have seasonal moisture differences, no?
So that's like the best.
Yeah, yeah.
तो
ये
वहाँ
तो
पे
हो
आंसर
गया,
3 था
डन।
ना?
Yes, yes. It's a false statement. हाँ, ये रहा है। The energy content is determined by considering individuals of a species, no, of all the species. And again, this part is not there. Succession wala part is not there. Per year is missing यहाँ पे बराबर, और यहाँ पर we said ना only नहीं आना चाहिए यहाँ पर ये वाले से. Component same, primary consumer herbivores. How much of solar energy that falls? ये less than 1% आएगा यहाँ पे. एक मिनट, how much of solar energy that falls on the leaves is converted. How much is converted? Oh, to 2 to 10 na bhai, please.
So 1% ही होगा ना?
एक मिनट ना.
The amount that falls is 1%.
That falls is converted. So are they asking how much of the solar energy or how much is converted?
How much of the ISR is converted?
How much is converted will be that only, na? ISR, the photos, the productivity.
So this was my question. That like
Yes, Rhea?
no, this one is I wasn't understanding. Like, is this PAR or ISR? Like, of what?
Is how much of the solar energy is converted to chemical energy by photosynthesis? Yeah, so that will be 2 to 10%. Na?
Why, sir? Because
so that's the PAR, no?
हाँ, so how much of the energy, right now? So ISR is there.
और मेरा नहीं चाहिए थे.
हाँ, क्या कौन था ये भाई? किसको
नहीं सर, आपको नहीं, आपको नहीं. Continue. You continue.
I just heard sir, आरिफ सर नहीं चाहिए तो मैं लॉग ऑफ कर देता हूँ, मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है यार.
So what is falling, that is ISR, and what is converted? 1% of ISR.
They're asking converted. They're not asking how much is falling.
But converted of what's falling? So it'll be 2% of the PAR.
I can't hear two people at a time, please.
Wait. So
Yeah, please. Rhea, please.
So
Rhea, go on.
Yeah, so they're asking how much of the like energy is, how much of it's converted of the ISR, no? That'll be 1%. It'll be 2 to 10% of the PAR that's getting converted. So if it was PAR specified, then you go 2 to 10, no?
Sir, according to you, does the question give us ISR or PAR?
Okay, ठीक है, understood. So ISR will fall on the plant. The plant will take up 2 to 10% of the ISR, and what will get converted will be almost 1 to 5%. So that's why the answer is 1%. Yes. Rhea, is that the correct interpretation?
It takes 1 to 5% of ISR.
Will take 1 to 5% of ISR, and that much is only going to get converted now.
Yeah.
So the answer, so not less than 1%.
Right, less than 1%. Yes.
Yeah.
This will be an appropriate answer. Yes.
So then, how do we know if they're talking about PAR? Like, they will specifically say PAR.
Yeah, they'll definitely mention.
Okay.
A paper is not difficult. It is slightly, no, थोड़ा wording में थोड़ा इधर उधर है. Please be careful about that, please. Right now, paper difficult नहीं है जरा. Don't worry. The questions of the other two ecology chapters वो थोड़े simple ही रखे हैं, but please do read it and go.
Sir, how many
Don't rely on your, memory and go directly. Which of the following pairs? ये भी same हो गया है. ये भी हो गया है. You must. हाँ बोलो क्या हो गया?
So like approximately how many are from the other two chapters?
30 questions from other two chapters. 60
and
questions
60
from
the
ecosystem. Yeah. That's fair, I think so.
Very much.
Humus is dark colored amorphous organic matter. ये rich in क्या है? Lignin. हाँ ठीक है. Dark colored organic matter rich in cellulose. Yes, both will be right. Lignin and cellulose is in the NCERT में नहीं दिया, लेकिन it is there. That's why they've been A and B, please.
So general question in the exam, आपने amorphous inorganic matter दिया क्या? Because you've been specifying organic matter since the start.
Next question.
So answer was C only.
Yeah. Both.
But won't cellulose be decomposed by the bacteria before?
I told you those bacteria are present only in the gut, cellulase wale.
No, not those, but like the catabolism ka phase which precedes humus formation.
Yeah,
won't
yeah.
cellulose
Because
decompose?
these two, lignin and cellulose, very difficult to break, na?
That was lignin and chitin, na? Not cellulose.
नहीं, chitin, even cellulose is difficult to break.
Oh, so.
Yeah, yeah. यही energy conversion efficiency not there for you all, please. Respect to ecological pyramid, a given species may occupy more than one trophic level in the same pyramid. The trophic level represents the functional level. Saprophytes occupy apex of the pyramid. No, brother. Pyramid of biomass is all. अच्छा ये वापस वही question आ गया. ये question mouse, sir mouse. Common characteristic of earthworm, soil mites, and dung beetle. Right, no? So they become the primary consumer
Yes.
of DFC.
So
They are
what they
taking up the.
how?
I beg your pardon?
But they are decomposers, so won't they be the last stage?
So we don't have DFC now. We don't know the steps of DFC now.
Yeah.
So do we
But
like actually
specifically earthworm पूछ रहे soil mites and dung beetle, but earthworm and soil mites are there in the diagram, na?
They
Yeah.
So, but they just say
No,
that
that's
they
the
decompose. They don't say
fragmentation.
anything.
Also,
They don't
because
say
it's
where they are.
that's why it's considered primary consumer.
Yeah, yeah, that's why.
So like, what is the answer?
Primary consumer, yes, primary.
But so it's for GFC or DFC then?
This is for DFC, na, but not for GFC.
So
Because
then
they have used all the three examples of the same category, na?
sir, is
Ishita?
dung beetle also like, sorry, sir, dung beetle is also decimal.
Yes, yes, Ishita?
So is primary consumer over here the first trophic level of DFC?
Yes, because there is no producer here, beta.
Hmm.
Dia?
So can you again explain why the answer will be primary consumer? Like,
Because all of them are at the first level, na, beta?
oh, okay.
Because there are no producers here, no, beta, in case of a DFC.
So, sir, what will be the secondary consumer here?
The one who takes up the earthworm.
Acha, okay.
A sequence of species is a food chain, not a food web. An interconnection is a food web, please. ये देखो यहाँ पर grazing food chain में grass, but detritus food chain में it will be the wood louse. First trophic level, not the dead leaves.
So, but even the food chain is said to start with the dead leaves, that's not the first level because.
No. The first level will start from here.
Oh.
How many trophic levels human beings function at in a food chain? Right? It could be two. Yes, Soham?
So could you go to the previous, like, just a minute. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Aditya? Kyle, what happened?
सर डीएफसी में अकॉर्डिंग टू एनसीईआरटी हमें सिर्फ अर्थवर्म तक ही समझना है ना कि उसके आगे के क्या स्पीशीज है वो नहीं जानना है ना
नहीं. Real?
Previous question, instead of first trophic hill, they'd ask what it starts with. Then it would be grass and dead
Dead
leaves.
leaves. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. How many trophic levels human beings function at in the food chain? It could be primary consumer or it could be a secondary consumer. So it can be at both the levels. In some cases, it could be a tertiary also. Because in the diagram, it is tertiary. Riddhi, Jess.
So can you go back to the previous question?
Rhea, I'm asking Riddhi. Riddhi has a
Oh,
question.
sorry,
Just a
sorry,
minute,
sorry.
Rhea.
So such a question won't be asked.
No. I can't ask this question, please. Yes,
Answer.
Rhea, please go ahead.
Yes, sorry, my internet was. Can you go ahead to the previous question? 1 second, sir. So just 1 second. So here the okay. So it's dead leaves only, na?
Yeah.
Okay.
जी सोहम,
आप ऐसे मेंशन कर सकते हो कि कौन से है कौन से नहीं है, लाइक जस्ट व्हाइल स्किमिंग थ्रू देम।
कौन से है कौन से नहीं
लाइक
मतलब?
जैसे अभी ये क्वेश्चन नहीं है, लाइक
नहीं,
हाँ
तो
वैसे।
मैं तो मेंशन करते जा रहा हूँ ना कि है या
या
नहीं है। एनर्जी कन्वर्जन एफिशिएंसी नहीं है आपको, डोंट वरी,
So
ऐसे
isn't
मेंशन
that
करो।
house the two questions before?
हाँ, इट इज वुड लाउस ना, ग्रास एंड वुड लाउस इज फर्स्ट ट्रॉफिक लेवल, दैट्स राइट।
Not
व्हाई
dead.
व्हाट हैपेंड?
That's not.
या
Okay. It's not dead leaves. It's woodlouse.
हाँ, उसने क्या बोला? इट स्टार्ट्स विद, ऐसा बोला उसने। अगर स्टार्ट होगा तो डेड लीफ आएगा ना।
That's not the first step.
डेट्रिटिस से स्टार्ट्स होता है, बट फर्स्ट ट्रॉफिक लेवल इज द वुड लाउस। सॉरी, bacteria and fungi are micro consumers. Yes, they are also called micro consumers. Again, it's not in the part of the NCRT, please. They use a very little part of living plant and animals. नहीं भैया, इतने उदार नहीं है। They'll use everything which is available. पूरा का पूरा decomposition होगा उसका।
So for the
Producer also,
previous question, sorry,
yes, Vaidehi.
for the previous question, how can they use little part of living plant and animals? It should be dead matter.
Possibly have, but it can be, there can be pathogenic also, right? No, but anyway, the statement is wrong. That's right.
Okay.
Producer also called transducers. Again, not there for you, please. They're able to change radiant form energy, right? Now, so decomposers are saprotrophs, which feed consumers animals feed on them. 2 and 3 are right. Okay. 1 is not there for you. Where one organism can hold more than one position, flow of energy is difficult to calculate. It's a series of branching lines, competition among members of same or different. Competition is always amongst the members of the same trophic level, not different trophic level. Right? A deer and a lion cannot compete.
So
Yeah,
answer
they
is
are complete. Yeah, A. 1, 2, 3, 4. Deer and lion cannot compete. Yeah, आगे वापस से. Second law of thermodynamics, always upright. वो भी वही same question. ये तो कल का problem चल रहा था, वही है. This savanna and all that is not there for you, please. Right? Which of the following are not consumers of the pond ecosystem?
The sixth one, sixth one.
Sixth one, the primary producers of the deep sea. अक्षय, ये मेंशन किया था हमने, कीमोसिंथेटिक बैक्टीरिया बेटा।
But we should know this.
हाँ, when we were doing ना, when we did that first sentence ना, sun is the
Oh yeah, I
source of
remember.
energy except deep sea, वहां पे मेंशन किया था कि deep sea में you'll have chemosynthesis. Okay?
Yes.
सर आंसर कोरल
क्या हो गया? हाँ,
आंसर कोरल रीफ दिया है।
प्राइमरी प्रोड्यूसर द डीप सी नहीं भैया, कीमो द production will come from chemosynthetic bacteria only, as far as I know.
Answer given is C only.
Yeah, and we've done the thermal bacteria, thermoacidifiers. Those are sulfur bacteria for that.
Again, these are not there, please. यहाँ पे detritus आंसर बताया था मैंने. This is done. This is not there. Layer of soil is also not there. Choose the correct option. Incorrect option. My bad. Sorry. GFC begins with producers at the first trophic level, right? GFC binds up inorganic nutrients. That is also right. Right. Both A and B. No, so obviously the detritus chain accounts for less energy flow than grazing food chain. Okay, but that still is not telling us whether it is 10% or not. Incorrect. More energy or equal energy. Anyway, elimination से वो D आता है. Elimination से D आता है वो.
It's given D is more.
Yeah. What is given? Come again.
So it's given that DFC is more than GFC in the terrestrial food chain, and you know that most of the energy anyway goes to terrestrial because
In a grazing food chain. In a grazing food chain.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. This is the wood loves again. Which of the following are inverted? ये रहा तुम्हारा देखो पिरामिड ऑफ नंबर इन पैरासिटिक फूड चेन जो स्टार्टिंग में मेंशन है वो इन्वर्टेड है एंड पिरामिड ऑफ बायोमास ऑप्शन ए which of the following statement is or are not true? Below ground detritus. Okay. Leaf litter, dried plants, remains of animals. 8 minute. This is not below ground. This is above ground detritus. That was confirming, please. ये statement गलत है. One वाला statement गलत है. It is above ground detritus. Below ground में dead roots and underground dead animals आएगा. Below ground detritus में. अबाव ग्राउंड में ये देखो दोनों दोनों गलत दे दिया लोग ने अबाव ग्राउंड मेनली कंस्टिट्यूट डेड रूट्स अंडरग्राउंड ये सब ये बिलो ग्राउंड में आएगा सो वन इज आल्सो फॉल्स टू इज आल्सो फॉल्स एंड डीकंपोजिशन कम क्या हो गया
नहीं वो अबव ग्राउंड पॉइंट इज देयर इन एनसीईआरटी क्या
नहीं नहीं एनसीईआरटी में नहीं
ठीक
नहीं
So letter mentioned
डीकंपोजिशन क्या हो गया आहन
leaf letters mentioned in the diagram.
हाँ decomposition completely disposes of the whole detritus is true. So third is true. And humus being rich in chitin and lignin. 1, 2, 4. Yeah, it could be rich in chitin, lignin. It could be rich in sugars, nitrogen-based substances. It could be rich in a lot of things.
Sir, how sugar and nitrogen?
The chemical
Decomposition तो slow होना
composition.
है ना?
नहीं क्या बोला यहाँ पे humus is rich in chitin and lignin. But will it always be rich in
true.
chitin and lignin? It couldn't. Huh?
This is true, but not sugar and nitrogen वाला ना. Sugar and nitrogen होगा तो fast होएगा decomposition.
हम लोग फास्ट या स्लो की बात ही नहीं कर रहे यहाँ पे पार्थ
सर लेकिन हमस का स्लो होता है ना वो तो लाइन है एनसीईआरटी का तो उससे वी कैन से दैट इट इज रिच इन चिटिन एंड लिग्निन बिकॉज स्लो डिकम्पोजिशन होता है
बट वो डेट्रीट की वो उसके लिए होता है ना
So hummus will not be some hummus will only have what is left over and that is chitin and lignin because they won't be decomposed quickly.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, sugars and nitrogen will be decomposed quickly, so they won't be in the hummus. They like be in the organic rich soil. Or whatever.
Okay, so I think 1 and 2 are false then.
Even 3
बराबर ना?
doesn't. Even 3 is
हाँ?
false.
3 नहीं 3 is true.
So how? Because like it doesn't. No, it like leaves behind some. It leaves behind like the inorganic nutrients. They are not digested.
No. Why?
Like, doesn't know.
The entire detritus is either broken down into humus and minerals. तो पूरा dispose हो गया ना वो तो. ठीक है. So 1 and 2, I think so. 1 and 2. Jia?
Yeah, this third statement we don't have directly, so we
Not. It's not there in the. It's not there in the NCRT. But I'm telling you, it is correct. Okay. People, I think, were not able to give the test yesterday, I think so, because of some technical issues. The test was kept open today for the whole day. I think you all got the message. I hope you have appeared for the test, please. Okay. This is also done again. This is done. The tiger is left with 10 joules of energy. The energy available at the grass level. ये 100 से शुरू किया भैया. दिया हुआ है 10. तो आंसर 1000 ही आएगा ना. 10, 100, 1000. Okay. This is also done. Arrange the terms respiration losses, net NPP, GPP, starting with the one having the highest value to the one with the lowest value. Right now? Okay. GPP, NPP, R. C option.
So how do we compare respiratory losses and NPV?
Yeah. I know this is not there for you, please. ये नहीं है आप लोग के लिए. Because just because you don't count in terms of energy. यहाँ पर the calculations for biomass. Okay.
So but respiration is continuous. So how will you know how much biomass is lost over a period of time?
So you have to at some point of time make estimation and calculate, na?
Okay, so based on the gas, that.
Yeah. Okay. So there will
So
be
they won't
GPP,
ask us.
NPP, R. 9.
No. They can ask us GBP is more than, but not between.
Yeah. Remember one question I gave you in the DCT, where the first option was GPP minus R is NPP, and I changed the equation in 3 forms and then written all of these. There's a question in the DCT, and a lot of you opted for the first one without even seeing the second and third option.
Sir, I wonder if it will come on Sunday.
I'm also wondering if it will come on Sunday. I don't know, yeah. I'll also switch off my video. You all can see how my expressions actually.
So this is गलत. नहीं ये नहीं है. ये गलत है. We want you, sir. कैमरा चालू करो. नहीं sir नहीं. हाँ.
I'll try to keep a straight face and say things. Okay, keep it.
That's coming, I guess.
When micro consumers break down the food formed by primary producers, it leads to what? Micro consumers are bacteria and fungi, so it is detritus food chain.
So why not B? Because even here it's just it's being formed and then it's being broken down instantly by the next one.
I beg your pardon?
So why not B?
We're talking about bacteria and this thing, na beta? So we're talking about consumption. We're talking about decomposition. The detritus food chain.
But even D is correct now because there are producers and then there are decomposers. So 2 levels.
कैसे क्या बोल रहे नहीं समझ रहा I don't understand.
So it's 2 levels, na? You have 2 trophic levels. One is producers and one decomposers.
Why not a DFC?
No, because there are primary producers also. So you can't say it's a DFC. DFC directly starts with
Let's say for example, if it's decomposition of a plant itself.
No, but see, your food is first formed by producers and then it is broken down by detritus. So the start is still at so it has both plants and decomposers. So you can't say it's a DFC. Because DFC won't have plants.
Decomposers are a part of the food chain.
Yeah.
They do form a trophic level.
Right. Yeah, they don't. So, but how can you say it's not a DFC? Because still it's also it will lead to a DFC. मतलब after the breaking down it will form a DFC. That's why.
Nevin?
So how can it be food chain in two trophic levels? Because what if something is eating the micro consumers?
We have conferred it's a DFC.
Yes, sir.
Riddhi?
So are all the food chains predator food chain only?
Grazing food chain is a predator food chain.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Because grass is taken up, so it is like
Yeah.
a predator food chain.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay. We've done this, I think so. This is done. This is done. This is done again. This is done. This is not done. ये क्या है? Food web है. Pick out the order with the help of hint provided in the bracket. Snake, grass, hawk, owl. Organism having highest biomass. Grass. Right? Anything starting with grass. Option B and option C. Okay. Grasshopper, bluebird, owl, frog. Primary carnivore. Primary carnivore. What's a bluebird? I don't know what's a bluebird. Primary carnivore, I think would be.
That's bluebird only, because it's
The oil and
feeding.
frog are primary carnivores, na? So then grasshopper will be the odd one out.
The frog is in.
Frog eats in
So frog also a primary carnivore. Secondary
and even
carnivore.
owl, na?
So what about bluebird?
Bluebird, we don't know, but we know that oil and frog owl and frog are primary carnivores and grasshopper is not. So grasshopper is the odd one out.
Grasshopper is the odd one out. Okay, ठीक है.
Sure, but from the food web also you know now that bluebird is also primary carnivore.
Food web तो है ही, yeah, exactly.
हाँ, food web तो है ही, बराबर. Bluebird takes up the grasshopper, no? So it's a primary carnivore. Okay, so grasshopper. So second grasshopper, grasshopper. यहाँ भी grasshopper. Frog, hawk, a snake, owl, frog, hawk. Organism having one prey. Frog. Right? Frog has got grasshopper. So does the bluebird. यहाँ पे out of these, snake, owl, frog, hawk. Snake can take up a frog also. Snake can take up a mouse also. Okay, so it has two. Owl also has two. So I think यहाँ पे frog है शायद. So that makes it option 3. ठीक है, okay.
So owl can eat a snake? Because they've shown that.
They do.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, okay.
So you अचानक से start respecting them. Okay. Retrievals तो हो गया. Man-made ecosystem हो गया. This is done. This is also done. Standing state is not there. Only standing crop is there for us, please. ये always inverted वाला था again. Natural reservoir phosphorus is not there for us, please.
So it's in the summary.
Summary में है sir.
Natural reservoir phosphorus दिया हुआ है rock करके.
हाँ.
Instead in sedimentary.
It just had sediment.
Okay.
Earth's crust.
Yeah,
Okay.
these rocks only, you know that.
Okay.
So the answer is rocks.
Yeah, rocks. In fact, this was a question in, I think, 2017 or 18, I think. So this is a neat question. Breakdown of detritus is called fragmentation. Degradation will be known as catabolism. Okay, not humidification, please. Okay, what is this? NPP of whole biosphere is 170 billion tons. Okay, fine, correct. NPP is GPP minus R. Okay, it's correct. NPP is very high for a tropical rainforest. That is also very correct. Tropical rainforest you're talking about. And NPP is limited by light and available nutrients in an aquatic ecosystem. Okay, so by elimination it comes to 3. We have to see the specifics, please.
So when you say that NPP is very high for tropical rainforest, means like there are more amount of biomass is available.
Yeah,
in that.
yeah. Done. This is not there. This is done. This is done. Done. Second law. Done. Done. This is done. So this is also done. This is not there. Lowest productivity is not there. Always upright. The pyramid of energy is always upright. True. The flow of energy is unidirectional. No, the pyramid of energy is upright because
It follows 10% law.
10% law. Okay, should be B.
So, but no, upright is it's both. No, even if it's unidirectional, because it's unidirectional, heat is lost at every step, and so energy keeps on decreasing.
But the size is not determined by the flow.
It is because like if energy is only in one flow, that's why
If
like when the
that is the
change.
case, Ahan, 1 minute. Ahan, if that is the case, in any inverted pyramid, let's say biomass of, will the flow of energy not be unidirectional?
But biomass is inverted. We're not looking at biomass. No, we're looking at
Is the flow of energy responsible for the energy being pyramid being upright? That is what we are asking.
yes, because if there was energy, because energy is unidirectional.
Energy anyway is going to be unidirectional if the pyramid is upright or not.
Yeah, but yeah, correct.
है कि नहीं? Upright हो या नहीं हो, energy is always going to be unidirectional.
And energy, pyramid of energy is always going to be upright.
But the reason for it upright being is 10% law, na?
With a loss. But even the 10% loss is because it's unidirectional. No? Because they also mentioned that it's never inverted as there is energy loss as heat at each step. And the cause for energy loss as heat is because it's unidirectional.
But how are you going to decide the shape of the pyramid?
Because
that the last block is the maximum, like it has the maximum size because it has the maximum energy, and then it is decreasing by 10%. That's why the size of the second block is decreasing.
if it wasn't unidirectional, then there could be like flow of energy from a higher level to a low level. And for that, the higher level would have to have a higher energy. But it doesn't have a higher energy, it has a lower energy.
10% law keeps the 10% law takes the unidirectional thing as well.
It's a necessary condition. No?
So the 10% law is the main condition and unidirectional is a sub condition. Is the sub reason.
Got it. But still, that it is explaining it because 10% law is only true because of unidirectional.
10% law
Maybe
is
you
the
want to add
main
something?
reason and 10% law के under unidirectional comes, na?
However, it was bidirectional also. Still also, if you don't know how much energy is passed on, you don't know the shape.
No,
So
but
the percentage is accounting for its upright position or its inverted position, and the unidirectional flow is accounting for the shape of the pyramid.
Yes, it is, and that is upright.
Even if it's not upright, it's inverted, and that's because of its unidirectional flow. But if it's bidirectional, then it could have been an urn shape. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's
Oh, because Oh, that is because
Yeah.
unidirectional can mean that it is inverted also.
So the
Correct.
shape of the graph is decided by the flow, and the percentage is accounting for the upright position.
Oh.
Okay.
So no, but direction has nothing to do with the shape, because if you look at the biomass pyramids, and in every pyramid we will be considering only a simple food chain and not a food web. So everything is flowing in one direction only in a simple food chain. And so even in biomass, we can see that even though it's like a zooplankton eating phytoplankton, the pyramid is still inverted. So the direction has nothing to do with the shape.
Oh, that's why its answer is B, na?
But we're not looking at biomass direction, we're looking at energy direction. Okay.
Yeah, but then what does direction have to do with the shape? In any case, direction has nothing to do with the shape.
Because they've also mentioned later on that pyramid of energy is never inverted because there's losses heat at each step. And the losses heat at each step is due to the flow of energy being unidirectional.
Yeah, but the main reason is a loss, no?
Yeah, and the loss
Pyramid is upright because of loss. Loss is because of unidirection, but we're not looking for the reason why energy is lost. We're looking at why it is upright.
Yeah, and why it is upright is because energy is lost. And why energy
Yeah,
is
then
lost.
that's the reason. This is not the reason.
So, but this is explaining that reason. So indirectly, this is explaining
But
that.
we're not looking for the reason for the reason. We're looking for the reason of this statement specifically.
Yeah, and this statement is being explained indirectly because of that.
This will be indirect reason then.
One minute. One minute. Sir, what do you want to say on this?
Yeah.
I feel that ये जो upright pyramid है उसका direction of flow से कोई लेना देना नहीं है. हो सकता है सब point आ जाए. The pyramid of energy is upright because of the 10% law. Okay, there's a 10% law. It should have been the direct reason, right?
So this reason becomes very indirect, right?
Yeah, yeah.
The reason. So answer will be B now.
B.
Okay.
ये नहीं आएगा. ये भी नहीं आएगा. Sorry. Total energy fixed by an ecosystem. Just look at the definition of both gross productivity and primary productivity. Where have they used the term ecosystem? If I'm missing something.
दोनों जगह प्लांट्स ही है सर, मतलब एक जगह फोटोसिंथेसिस है, एक जगह बाय प्लांट्स ड्यूरिंग फोटोसिंथेसिस.
So by energy input is only through photosynthesis, which is production.
So what's the answer here?
यहाँ पे देखो दिया हुआ है gross primary productivity of an ecosystem is the rate of production of organic matter during photosynthesis.
And even production they have given primary production here.
Yeah, primary production they have given.
By plants on photosynthesis is by plants only, no? We have primarily
Yeah.
agriculture plants.
So
There
is
could be
it gross?
Yeah, it is gross. I think so.
So not one.
Gross है. एक minute, huh?
Because that's supposed
fixed
to be
by. Yeah. Products of decomposition process are humus and inorganic nutrients, जो हमने starting में define किया. दोनों है ना? जिसमें से humus organic है और inorganic जो है वो minerals है.
Could you go back to the total wala question once more, sir? I just want to check.
ये वाला?
Summary में it's given total. It's given in the summary.
क्या दिया है total?
The rate of capture of solar energy or total production of organic matter is called GPP.
तो gross दिया है ना?
हाँ, GPP
दिया है ना? Oh, identify the food chain. Detritus food chain. Okay. Starts the dead animal. Tree dwellers not there. Retrivores. Standing crop. ठीक है. 2 is the answer. It's not emission, it's cycling. Okay. Ecosystem has capacity to overcome forces. Yes, Diana.
सर वो जो आगे स्टैंडर्ड क्रॉप वाला क्वेश्चन था उसमें लाइक दैट स्टेटमेंट डू वी हैव टू गिव इट अ ट्रू और अ फॉल्स लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल हाउ मेनी स्टेटमेंट्स आर ट्रू में आया तो
कौन सा वाला बेटा?
द सेकंड वन हियर एट एनी टाइम
हाँ, तो एट एनी पर्टिकुलर टाइम ना बेटा, तुम कभी भी ले लो, जो उस टाइम का लिविंग मैटर है वो उसका स्टैंडिंग क्रॉप है बेटा,
अच्छा ओके
है कि नहीं? साइक्लिंग ऑफ जी सोम सर।
सर इस क्वेश्चन में जो पहले दो स्टेटमेंट्स है वो समझे ही नहीं मुझे।
Cycling of matter takes place between biotic and abiotic component. Ecosystem has capacity to overcome forces that tend to disturb the balance of ecosystem. Ecosystem maintains a functional balance or relatively stable state of equilibrium amongst various components. All statements are correct.
So could you say like what they mean?
Right now, I can only tell you they're all correct statements. You can only tell you all correct statements.
So it's equilibrium wala part na. So do we have on?
हाँ, नहीं, you don't have that equilibrium. Starting में आया था ना biological equilibrium. Aryan?
Yes, sir. If they are the final products of decomposition, then खाली inorganic nutrients रहेगा. Hello, sir.
जी आर्यन, एक मिनट प्लीज, ऑफिस कैन यू
Sir,
रिपीट
अगर
योर
उन्होंने
क्वेश्चन बेटा?
पूछा the final products of decomposition, then only inorganic nutrients.
लास्ट में सिर्फ ह्यूमस आल्सो विल ब्रेक डाउन इनटू इनऑर्गेनिक न्यूट्रिएंट्स स्लोली, albeit slowly but definitely, right ना?
हाँ,
But
so
at the end of the
that time
decomposition
also both
process you will
humus
get
and
these two, right?
okay.
See, idea of asking this question is whether you can identify humus and the inorganic part separately.
हाँ, okay. समझ गया.
So understand the diagram, arrow wala diagram which I have given in the book, please.
हाँ.
So the end that the final of decomposition is both, no?
Yes.
So you can differentiate them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but like the final products will still be inorganic. You just said that.
Inorganic, absolute final, when the humus finally breaks down into inorganic. That is what you're telling, right?
No, but if they ask just products, then we'll say both. But if
Yeah,
finally that inorganic nutrients.
Ecosystem has two components, biotic, abiotic. Yeah, the rate annual lowest productivity not there. What is this? So okay, I think this missing. This part of the question is missing. I think so. Work apart. And anyway, carbon ka question. Ek minute, this is this question. I'm so sorry. This is already done question. I'm so sorry. This is not there, please. Process by which humus is further degraded by some microbes is mineralization. यहाँ पे कौन सा क्वेश्चन है? Can somebody help me?
सर नीचे वाला.
सन ये वाला क्या लाइकन वाला?
सर नीचे वाला सर, उस पे नीचे वाला 23rd.
अच्छा, अजय तेरा क्वेश्चन है बेटा ये?
यस सर.
हाँ, ये तो आपने ऑलरेडी सॉल्व किया ना बेटा, दोनों आ सकते हैं ना बेटा?
हाँ सर, समझ.
मोस्ट प्रोडक्टिव इज नॉट देयर, ये भी हो गया है. ऑड वन आउट के अंदर वी सेड दिस टाइप्स इज नॉट देयर. Rate of formation of a new organic matter will be secondary productivity. Okay. यहाँ पर again lowest productivity. Select the correct statement. GPP utilizes 1 to 5%. 2 to 10%, utilizes 1 to 0.6. Yes, please.
If you eliminate this now.
Yeah, 1 minute. Huh? ये देखो, they have taken these questions from the source book. ये क्वेश्चन पूरा सोर्स बुक से लिया हुआ है. यहाँ पर मेरे सामने लिखा, I had read this, that's why I remember. Right now, 0.8 to 4% of the incident radiation or 1.6 to 8% of the PAR. So ये जो है सेंटेंस वहां से लिया हुआ है, प्लीज. So
we don't have to know this, no?
No. Don't worry about this. This statement is taken from the source book. Don't worry about this, please.
Sir, can you explain the 26th question, the one above?
Lowest product. We are not doing any comparative, please, ma'am. Comparative
Okay.
नहीं कर रहे हम लोग. Right? Don't worry, please. This is done. ये variation also done. Seasonal. This is also done. And made done. I think this is also done. Now, since we have not done values of different ecosystems for primary productivity, we can't have this question, please. $20 at the
So this one was
producer
the one that
level.
was asking that if you would take
To
the available
0.20. हाँ, ये 0.02. Second one.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Who was that? Akshay.
Yes, I
Okay.
meant question.
Okay. ठीक है. Okay. How many food chains? Oh. Python, frog. The grasshopper, the frog can take up the. हाँ, ये arrow गलत है, बराबर है भाई. Frog eating up python. Python. Lion taking up goat. Python taking up the goat. Somebody asked the direction of the arrow starting, I think so. This was the question, I think so.
Yeah, sir.
Barabar. This thing, G.
Achha. So it's like the food to the person who's eating it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, can you count 5 chains here? मिल रहा है 5 chains?
Yes, sir.
आंसर बराबर है फिर
आंसर
5
ये arrow का direction गलत है खाली.
हाँ ओनली एरो वाला डबल.
Okay.
Plant, grasshopper,
But
frog.
sir, I searched it on Google, but frogs eats baby pythons.
It's the same thing,
Yeah.
But we don't consider that now because the python is eating the deer and baby python won't eat the deer. So
Right.
and normally the python only eats frog. Considering that only you get 5, I think.
Right.
Yeah, please.
If we
Right
consider
now.
the entire population of pythons, then it'll have age
Then-
structure.
But then
Say that
we
the
would-
arrow direction is correct.
But then we'd have to consider python has 2 different trophic levels, and even frog has 2 different trophic levels. And like
No, but why would the age of the python affect what it eats?
it is because frogs eat baby pythons, not the adult pythons. But I don't think you have to consider that.
वो टॉपिक छोड़ो. ये एरो गलत है. उसके हिसाब से 5 है कि नहीं वो बताओ मेरे को.
सर है 5.
है 5 है ना. बस तो ठीक है.
Sir.
सर.
Plant, goat, lion and plant, deer, lion, they're different. क्या 2 पकड़े क्या आपने?
Plant क्या हो गया?
Plant, goat, lion.
Goat, lion. Okay.
And plant, deer, lion. These are like 2 different.
Two different chains.
ठीक.
Oh,
Right ना?
वो
जी सो.
हाँ वही. So फिर वो जो है plant, deer, python and frog, that is the whole one कि वो python पे आके stop हो जाए.
कहाँ पे?
सॉरी वो जो प्लांट डियर पाइथन एंड फ्रॉग लाइक अगर हम कंसीडर करते कि वो एरो
वो पाइथन पे खत्म होना चाहिए ना.
खत्म हो जाएगा ना.
हाँ.
So, could you
Yeah.
put the
previous question, like the one that Akshay was asking. Could
ये वाला
yeah, why would it, like, could you explain again, like, what's the reason? Because I didn't understand why the food available won't be the, like, energy in the snake.
yeah, what is food available to the peacock, no? So what is
Yes,
available with the peacock is 0.02.
but isn't that the energy, like, of the peacock, like, after it derives its food? Like, it won't be the
हाँ, तो
energy in the snake?
that's the energy available for the peacock, ना?
Okay, sir. Yeah.
ये भी हो गया. यहाँ पर I have done explain you why 1 is the answer here, please. Inverted. The pyramid of number of pond ecosystem is upright. Okay. Phytoplankton are maximum and secondary. Consumers are lesser in number.
So it is correct, no? Both are correct.
It is correct. Yeah, correct.
Yes.
Okay. ये भी हो गया. ये भी हो गया. जी पार्थ बोलो.
Sir, from the biomass, can we predict the number?
No.
तो फिर वो जो पहले वाला क्वेश्चन था, assertion reason वाला, उसका आंसर both correct भी हो सकता है, both incorrect भी हो सकता है.
नहीं,
Because
हम लोग
pyramid of biomass in pond
pyramid
is
of number of pond ecosystem is upright. क्योंकि नीचे ज्यादा रहेंगे. नंबर के अंदर प्रोड्यूसर हमेशा ज्यादा रहेंगे.
और रीजन में phytoplanktons का biomass is less ना.
तो फाइटोप्लैंक्टन आर मैक्सिमम. यहाँ पे नंबर की बात चल रही है मेरे भाई. हम लोग बायोमास की बात कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे. Why is the pyramid upright, Parth?
अगर
You
नंबर
answer
लिया
that
तो
question.
अपराइट ही रहेगा कि phytoplanktons will.
क्योंकि बायोमास में इन्वर्टेड पिरामिड में वहां पर हम लोग स्टैंडिंग क्रॉप गिन रहे पार्थ.
Yes.
ठीक है. ओके.
So can you repeat what you just said about the standing crop?
If you look at the inverted pyramid of biomass in the NCRT और उसके नीचे what is description of that diagram, it is mentioned that standing crop का consideration. It is standing crop का diagram.
Okay, sir.
हाँ, nowhere has the word standing crop being used in any of the diagrams except biomass.
Okay. So only for inverted or even the upright biomass diagram?
Upright biomass पे नहीं है. देखो वहाँ पे.
ठीक है, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
How much of NPP of a terrestrial is eaten and digested by herbivores? %90. What goes up is 10%.
So can you explain again, sir?
I beg your pardon?
So what's the answer for this one?
The terrestrial ecosystem eaten, digested by herbivores.
Will be 90% only.
90%. Huh?
So why 90%?
Around.
That is taken up and digested.
10% क्यों नहीं?
So only 10% goes, but now.
हाँ 10% goes eaten and हाँ बाकी जो use up हो जाएगा वो 90%. Okay. ठीक है. Yes. We are right.
So what's the answer?
10.
Reasoning once again.
Key industry animal, not there for us. Edaphic factors, not there for us. Lowest productivity, not there.
So in that 10% wala question, are you taking 10% because that's the amount that person is getting to eat? Like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That 10% ka 90% is what they eat. Oh, okay.
So for the 10% on the question only, in that, so the energy the plant is offering to the herbivore is NPP, right?
Yeah.
And uska 10% the herbivore utilizes. Okay, so thank you.
Succession का question है, it's not there for you. What is climax community? इतना मेहनत मत करो लिखने के लिए. Secondary succession is not there. This is your direct question with the numbers, please. I think the same numbers are there in the diagram. I think so. Close. It's also done. 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 Succession is not there. It's done. There. It's not there for you, please. It's done. Maximum biomass. Okay. Without values, we cannot compare, please. Chemosynthesis is also done. ये भी किया हम लोग ने. ये हो गया. Efficiency is not there. End products are there. This is NPP, GPP minus R. Animals which feed directly on plants are called as herbivores. In ecosystem, two laws of thermodynamics govern the flow of energy. Right now, right? They have asked about first and second law. Both the laws have been asked. ये भी हो गया. Producers, algae, herbivores would be the mollusk, right? The primary carnivore, right, would be the fishes, and the saprotrophs would be the fungus. This is done. Select the incorrect food chain.
Sir, first now because vulture scavenger.
No phosphorus cycle for you, please. This is also done. Not there for you. A is the answer here. You've done that, please. This is not there for you. Again, this is not there, but the answer is AG Tansley. I'm not sure what the answer is given, but it is AG Tansley. Yes, sir. Parth, तूने हाथ ऊपर किया बेटा.
Sir, frog is an omnivore.
हाँ.
Frog is an omnivore or a
Carnivore. Efficiency, not there. This is done. It's partially consumed by decomposer. Okay, this is litter ka definition, not there for you.
So that will be within the diagram.
Diagram वाला है ना, ये diagram वाला. Okay. जी वैदेही.
So what is the difference between like litter and detritus?
Detritus can be anything which forms, as a result of dead organic stuff. यहाँ पर leaves may there become specific example has been for people.
So leaves is the example of detritus.
Yeah. It's done. This is done. This is done. ये सब repeat ही आ रहा है. Food web. Network of food chains existing together in ecosystem is known as food web. Okay, an animal like kite cannot be a part of the food web. Yes, can be a part of the food web. Yes.
What
So
can be?
So anything
Can.
can be a part of food web.
Yeah. Done. ये भी होगा शायद, मैनेज नहीं होगा. This is done, ना? Correct. Did we do this? I don't remember taking this. It is a different process called sacrifices. A much larger fraction of energy flows through this type of food chain. In a terrestrial ecosystem. Okay, yes, you was right. Energy for detritus food chain comes from the sun. Ultimately, it comes from sun.
But otherwise, third statement would be wrong. No?
Ultimately, it comes from sun. वो leaf, जो dead leaf और खा रहा है वो, ultimately the energies come from sun only, ना?
But sir, in some other question, you
Not
did
that.
not consider that sun wala, that it comes from the sun.
Diya, you have raised your hand. You're talking.
Yeah, sir, even in NCRT they say that except for deep sea hydrothermal, every for energy for all ecosystem comes from sun. So third statement will be correct, right?
So there's another line from the NCRT. Detritus food chain is made of decomposers and they meet their energy and nutrient requirements from the degrading dead organic matter detritus, implying the decomposers get their energy from the detritus. So energy for detritus food chain should come from the detritus.
So if the chain starts with the death of an organism, then that should be the thing that is providing the chain with the energy, right?
Answer given is A, no? That's correct, right? So why are we?
Okay. ठीक है. मैं सीधा डायरेक्ट जा रहा था. So okay. Ultimately, that is also correct.
नहीं, but ऊपर they've given A.
Yeah, I know. 1 and 2, na?
Yeah.
So will we consider third as correct or not?
नहीं, वहाँ पे they have given ना detritus से start हो रहा है. That's why I was thinking that okay fine. Ultimately तो सब कुछ sun से आएगा ना, but वहाँ पे statement is given ना. Energy for detritus food chain. Yeah, it comes from organic remains or detritus. We'll take it as false, please. We'll take it as false. All of them are occurring during decomposition.
NCRT
So,
line.
but in
क्या हो
the
गया?
soil mineralization, no, humification.
In the
In
soil.
the
Okay. My bad. In the soil, humification and mineralization. Above the soil will be the remaining three. Okay.
So can you do the previous one?
ये वाला
Yes, sir.
pyramid of biomass in the sea is a paradox. Is correct statement, ना बेटा? Hello?
Okay, so yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes. Sir.
Both the statements are correct, beta. Right. Pyramid of number, pyramid of biomass and pond. No. Is not upright. I'm sorry. No, is not upright. I'm sorry. It was
So better
hidden.
will be the one, na, because they have said in
Yeah.
the aquatic, not pond.
Yeah. Pyramid of number in a tree ecosystem we know is spindle shaped. Number in grassland is upright. Biomass in grassland is upright. Biomass in pond. But pond is an aquatic ecosystem, na? Ahan.
So, but they have like it's indirect, na. One is more direct. That's why.
Yeah. No, I'm thinking about pyramid of biomass in an aquatic ecosystem is inverted, na?
Yeah.
You got to have all the components in pond, right? Na? Phytoplanktons भी रहेगा, zooplankton भी रहेगा, सब कुछ रहेगा ना? So you can't ignore that way. So 1 and 4 both are not upright. 1 will be spindle, 4 will be inverted.
So,
Okay.
but in NCRT, it says pyramid of biomass in C, not aquatic. In the text, it says C.
To explain that, have they mentioned phytoplankton and zooplankton, beta?
Yeah, they mentioned fish and phytoplankton.
And starting में pond के example में we saw the producers as phytoplankton and zooplankton, beta.
Okay.
Right? Relationship between organisms at different trophic levels is expressed in terms of number, biomass, energy. Okay, right? Any calculation has to include one group of organisms at that trophic level. No, all the organisms at the trophic level, isn't it? Not only one group. So statement A is correct, statement B is not.
So
You
can you
want-
ask this question?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
This is the number wala question, 809.
So what was the answer to the previous question?
For this one,
This one.
A is correct, B is not.
Okay, sir.
सर वो 809 वाला क्वेश्चन है हमारे लिए.
हाँ, क्योंकि डायग्राम में वो नंबर्स मेंशन किए हैं ना, पिरामिड ऑफ बायोमास देख बेटा.
ओके, फाइन. ठीक है.
देख अभी देख 809 मेंशन किया, 1.5 ऊपर है, मेंशन किया है उसको.
हाँ, I got you. Yeah.
ठीक है ना? तो
Yeah,
यहाँ पर कुछ कैलकुलेट नहीं करना है तेरे को, डायरेक्ट तेरे को सीधा वहीं से उठा के डालना है.
Right, sir.
Okay. We're done.
So, sir, just one question.
जी बोलो, नांगरे पाटिल सर.
Right, doctor. So basically, that statement was that the consumers are represented in the pond ka ecosystem mein. The consumers are represented by the zooplankton, the free swimming, and bottom dwelling. You had told me that like bottom dwelling was benthic. So then, that free. So does the free swimming mean pelagic or like is it floating?
Free swimming could be anything.
It can be floating. It means
Yeah,
like
yeah, could be. Yeah, but they are not stuck at the base on base.
ठीक है. It was if consumers like are like bottom dwelling बोला और benthic बोला तो फिर like it's correct only. ठीक.
ठीक है. Done, I think so. Just
Sure.
let me have एक minute. Can you give me just 2 minutes, guys? Just 2 minutes. I'm looking at something very important,
Yes, sir.
which I believe is your paper tomorrow.
Yeah, please present it now.
So you can share your difficulty with us. We'll
वो
help
छोड़ो
you.
Oh my
उनके
God.
चश्मे
We'll help you, sir.
Oh
We'll
my
help you.
God. Oh my God. मेरे चश्मे में कुछ दिख रहा है क्या?
हाँ तो दिख गया ना sir you have to be
Don't
careful
Don't tell him that he's not stopped sharing screen. Don't.
ठीक है चलो. I look at it after. Anyway, बस संडे को मेरा फोन बंद है.
Sir, no,
हॉलीडे
that's not allowed, sir. That's not allowed, sir. Not allowed.
So you
Sir,
had
no,
told us that you had
not
some
allowed,
market.
sir. Huh?
Right. You all have a flight to catch, a train to catch, right ना? Sleep to catch. बहुत कुछ है तुम्हारे पास catch करने के लिए. Right ना?
What?
Kabir agrees with the yes sir. Sleep to catch. Kabir is saying yes.
So that's the main one.
Yeah, right ना? When Kabir came to me ना, तो I told him मतलब कबीर देख के को 9 बजे 10 बजे सोने को मिलेगा. तो कबीर says hold. That sounds so nice sir. एकदम. कबीर याद है तेरे को बोला तूने?
Yes, sir. Abhi bhi that those words ring in my ears.
Okay. Anyway, let's finish off those doubts first. Yes, Parth, you have raised your hand, beta, please.
सर वो एनसीईआरटी का बुक बैक करो फिल इन द
क्या
ब्लैंक्स का
बेटा?
ए बी एंड ई
आवाज नहीं आ
पेज
रही बेटा
नंबर
तेरी बताओ.
214 पे पेज नंबर
214 पे
214
एक मिनट. हाँ बेटा,
हाँ वो फिल
214
इन द
पे
ब्लैंक्स ए बी एंड ई
plants are called producers because they fix carbon dioxide. और ई वाला मेजर रिजर्वर ऑन कार्बन वो अपने को नहीं है बेटा.
सर तो पहले वाले में प्रोड्यूसर्स कैसे होएगा द प्रोड्यूसर्स बिकॉज दे
तो क्या बोलेंगे
प्रोड्यूस
इसको फिर? क्या बोलेंगे इसको फिर?
वही तो नहीं मालूम
हाँ राइट ना. एक दूसरा वर्ड आया था ट्रांसड्यूसर, क्योंकि वो लाइट ट्रैप करते इसलिए, है ना. और कोई नाम है तेरे पास प्लांट्स के लिए?
नहीं
ठीक है ना. तो फिर
और सेकंड वाला इरेक्ट है कि इन्वर्टेड है
ecosystem dominated by trees. The pyramid of number is spindle type ना बेटा.
ओके
ठीक है.
ओके
ओके. ध्याना.
Sir, I also have a doubt from the text from the NCRT. Page 210 पे first paragraph में last line.
अरे
At the
रुक
end
रुक
is
रुक रुक अरे रुक रुक.
sorry.
आने तो दे. हाँ बोल.
Yeah, so at the end of the first paragraph they say absorbed by them. तो इसमें them किसको refer करता है?
Decomposers digest, secrete digestive enzymes that break down and waste material into simple, which are subsequently absorbed by them. Decomposers.
मतलब the decomposers only absorb it?
हाँ तो that's their nutrition ना बेटा. वो लोग क्या तोड़ फोड़ के ऐसे ही छोड़ देंगे क्या ऐसा तुम्हारे लिए?
अच्छा, okay, got it.
Okay, Yati.
I have two doubts. So, first in DFC, scavengers occupy what position?
Depending on who they are consuming, ना बेटा.
Acha. Okay. And wait a second. Sir, I'll come again. You can
No
take
problem.
other doubts.
Hari Anand Singh.
Like the line NCRT says is the trophic level represents a functional level and not a species as such. तो इसका रीजन ये हो सकता है क्या कि स्पीशीज में ऑक्यूपाई मोर देन वन ट्रॉफिक लेवल इन द सेम इकोसिस्टम
नहीं
एट
नहीं
द
नहीं ऐसा नहीं. मेरी बात सुन. क्या लिखा है? सेंटेंस पढ़ फिर से बेटा.
The trophic level represents a functional level, not a species as such.
Okay, ठीक है. क्या अपन will focus on the first part of the sentence. हरियाणा बराबर ना बेटा. Trophic level represents a functional level. बराबर ना. Function ऐसा लिखा है वहाँ पे.
Yes, sir.
Okay, if I ask you what is the first trophic level बेटा?
Producers.
Producer.
Yes.
What is their function? Why are they called producers?
Because makes
Exactly. So the trophic level is more representation of the function rather than representation of the species, beta. Right now, okay, cow is the first trophic level, though maybe the plant is the first trophic level. Right? So why is that? Because it's a producer, right? First line of consumer becomes a primary consumer. The second chain it becomes a secondary consumer. So it is more explaining the functional aspect rather than focusing on the species. Species कुछ भी हो सकता है वहां पर.
Yes.
ठीक है? Okay.
Sir,
Yes,
one
Diya.
more.
अच्छा हाँ बोलो हरिन बोलो. Sorry.
The hummus is a abiotic component, right now?
It is organic matter. Yes, beta बोलो.
So it is abiotic or biotic? So
Minerals would be abiotic, na beta?
Yeah, but okay.
So याद आ गया.
जी यति आगे याद तू वो यति.
There was this question I forgot to post. उसमें they had asked energy enters food chain through producers होगा कि primary consumers.
Yes, guys, answer this question. Energy enters the food chain through
producers.
But answer given was primary consumers. So I was confirming. Thank you.
Diya.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask that if the statement is humus is rich in organic matter, so will this be true?
True.
Yeah, and one more thing. Bamboo plant in tropical rainforest. So this will be T1 or T2?
Come again. Which plant?
Bamboo plant.
हाँ तो
T1 ही होगा ना?
हाँ.
No, the
Plant
answer
है ना वो तो.
was T2, so I was just confused.
How can it be a primary consumer, beta?
Yeah, I thought the same. Yeah, thank you.
Riddhi?
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you are perfectly audible, Riddhi.
Sir, if you just ask that tropical rainforest have the maximum productivity, like if you just give us an option, can we assume that tropical rainforest will always have the maximum productivity?
But the maximum productivity is coral reefs, right now? So
Oh,
please don't
okay.
assume that. Okay. I told you because the values have not been given to us. Now asking such a question would not be fair. Okay, if I ask you that between a tropical rainforest and a desert, which will have higher productivity,
yeah.
then the answer is obvious. मतलब ऐसा question तो बहुत obvious है, but लेकिन दो close को मैं बिना values के judge नहीं कर सकता ना बेटा.
Yeah,
ठीक है बेटा.
correct. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. I hope that is clear. ठीक है.
Yeah.
जी, राधिका.
Sir, previously you discussed a question that how much of the NPP of a terrestrial ecosystem is eaten and digested by herbivores. You gave the answer as 90%. But shouldn't it be 10%? Because
No, we corrected it. We corrected it.
so is it 10%?
Yeah, we corrected it. But I think you must have lost the voice that time.
No problem. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Priyal?
So I had a doubt in organisms.
Yeah, please.
Can I send it to you?
Yeah, sure. No problem.
Now? I sent it earlier only. Can you just check if it is right?
Okay. Yeah, ठीक है चलो no problem.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
So decomposers don't occupy a trophic level as such, no?
No. I think we are done here. Yes, thank you all. Yes, beta. Abha, bol beta.
Sir, I don't have a doubt. It's just a problem that I faced. Can I discuss it in private?
Yeah, please. You can call me up. You can message me, beta. No problem, beta. Okay.
So
जी रे बोलो.
in the NCRT test, that question that which is not something. One second. Han, what was the question?
Consumer.
That.
So he gave that right. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
So it's zooplankton, na?
It's
Zooplankton.
algae, na?
No, it's not zooplankton. No.
It's algae, na?
No.
Answer.
Zooplankton is a consumer, the others are not.
Yes.
So
No,
what
but
again?
one sec, so one sec.
Zooplankton is a consumer, the others are not, na?
So, but the other two, but what was the other options? Algae and something.
Bacteria, fungi were the other two.
So, but
Okay.
they are
They are
heterotrophically
micro. अच्छा हाँ, they are micro consumers. ठीक है. Okay.
Okay, what? So okay, what? So what is
Okay,
the
algae. Okay, algae.
Algae
Okay, mark.
and zooplankton, na? Algae and zooplankton, both.
So वैसे भी
No, algae.
Algae is a producer.
Yeah, so
Zooplankton is a
Zooplankton is a
consumer.
They're not the
consumer.
consumer.
So zooplankton.
Just a grant done. Chalo. No problem.
And now it's zooplankton only.
Algae.
No, zooplankton.
It's algae.
G. Soham, you have a question. You have raised your hand. Otherwise, we can log off. Beta. You can keep on fighting. I leave the one of you can become admin and continue fighting. No problem.
So sir, like आपको वो DFC का भी बताना बाकी है ना यूज है?
हाँ ठीक है मैं बता दूँ.
ठीक.
चलेगा. Yeah. Akshay.
So final answer is zooplankton.
Zooplankton.
Akshay, no.
So are decomposers consumers? So are
Bacteria,
decomposers?
fungi. Abhishek question था ना, bacteria, fungi, they called micro consumers.
Okay, so
We
they are
don't know
consumers.
that. We don't know.
But
Yeah.
but we do know that.
But if you use different
Real.
processes, also they are somewhat consumers.
Please. I'll leave the. You can argue. No problem.
Yes,
चलेगा,
I'll
right ना?
take.
Priyal, you have a
So
question.
there is
Please.
one more correction in the NCERT test that we didn't get the marks for. वो chitin और lignin वाला.
हाँ मैंने सबमिट कर दिया है लेकिन वहां से एक प्रॉब्लम आता है तो मैं क्या करूँ यार, राइट ना? डोंट वरी, आई अगेन रिमाइंड देम. I'll remind the madam again, please वहाँ पे please make this correction. I'll do that.
Thank you.
Right? Yes, Yati बोलो बेटा.
एक और था, like they had asked what are herbivores and उसमें answer था primary carnivores. So should we get marks for that or is it type or what?
I don't know what question बेटा. Can you please post it to me if there is one available?
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, please, no problem. चलेगा, right ना? Yes, please everybody. I am not saying the paper is very easy. It will require, because ecology का कोई भी paper जो है ना उसमें reading is very important. Reading the question is very important, please. Right now, both unit 1, unit 10, your reading of the paper should be very important, right now, because the twists and the turns and the wordings can be a little dicey and can be a little troublesome. So please don't answer the question before reading all the 4 options. This is my only instruction to you. चारों ऑप्शन भले ही पहला एकदम इन योर फेस करेक्ट हो, बट फिर भी बाकी के 3 पढ़ना प्लीज. I am giving you this golden rule of MCQ right now. It is not about searching for the right answer. If it is about eliminating the remaining 3 as wrong. Understand that, please. You have to convince yourself that the other 3 are wrong. And the other 4th one, I am not bothered whether I know or not. It has to be right. Right ना? Many times you'll know 4th one कभी सुना ही नहीं है मैंने. Okay, ठीक है, लेकिन बाकी का 3 wrong तो है ना. ठीक है ना? Please. So please read the question paper properly. Just read. Don't mark it and don't impulsively mark मत करना उसको. Right ना? I know that you are in a hurry to start your vacation and people might be waiting. नीचे जाना है. Okay. You might have plans for after the test, but till the test, right now, live your Sunday life, the regular Sunday life. Okay, right now, uske baad next 2 Sundays are breaks for you. Enjoy your holidays very much right now, and hope we meet again for the rest of the course on a very sound footing right now. Thank you all. Thank you so much, everybody, and good night and have a nice paper. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Sir. Thank you.
Sir, do
Bye.
we need to know which processes occur below the soil, below the surface of the soil, above the surface?
Yeah, below the surface, humidification, mineralization, na beta?
Yeah. And
Okay.
and leaching is between and it's considered below, right?
Yeah, it starts from above. तो above ही consider करेंगे उसको. ठीक है.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Bye. Bye. Bye, guys.